Welcome back to another video. You already know what this is. We-On-Loc Nation, Awesome Nation. And I don't even know what the hell happened here. But either way, it looks good. I want to talk about something a little different. I want to talk about something that is pretty much hitting close to home, and that's this fake ass gender war that we keep producing on these YouTube streets, Rumble, TikTok, Bingo. No one uses Bingo anymore. Dr. Steele in the building. How are you, sir? It's getting quite irritating, but quite interesting. Quite interesting. Because right off the bat, I now know what masculinity is. You see what I'm saying? I'm starting to get what masculinity is all about. We gonna get to it in a second, but before we go all over the place with it, like, share, subscribe to the channel. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button, and tell a friend. Tell a friend. You won't be disappointed. And please remind yourselves to, if you feel a little lucky, become a member of the We-On-Loc Nation channel. I'm starting to figure out what masculinity is truly about. Now, in these day and ages, in this disgusting world that we are living in, and we truly fight amongst ourselves over sensical nonsense. I truly know what it is to grasp and connect the dots per se on what being a man, not being a husband. Husband's out the window because we don't even know how to be man yet. But I'm starting to realize, y'all. I'm starting to realize it's connecting to me now. What being a masculine man is all about. Someone told me if I open up my hand, gender war seems to be one of the most popular topics on social media. Correct. If I were to take my hand and if I were to slap my woman, if she were to get mouthy, of course, if she were to get a little mouthy, if I were to take my hand and backhand her, she would be still. That's what it says in the Bible. You know, like these stupid ass niggas like to take Bible verses and then make them what it is in their world, which really is not. But let's just say, for example, they take these things, right? They take these things and they making it subliminal to men, that they're making it like the thing, like what it's supposed to be, like it's in the 18 and 1700s where patriarchy was a thing, and it's God over man and man over woman and all this other shit that makes no sense. It's not in your Bible, but let's just say if it was in your Bible, let's just say that God over man, man over woman, woman over child. No, it's called a triangle, which God is at the top, man and woman are here. What comes in the middle of that triangle? A generation. A generation of children. Children who are supposed to take us to the next level. They're supposed to be the warriors. They're supposed to be protecting the masters. They're queens. Saying goodbye to my kids. You know, some of you remember those. Not y'all in the chat, y'all, all right? But I thought we were supposed to go based on a triangle, not based on who's on the top. Because, quite frankly, y'all don't even rule. White folks can literally tell you what to do, and you do it. How do you call yourselves king talks when you can't take over the United States of America as a whole? You don't even have a country, and there's only 13% of you're only 13% of the population. Yikes! But hey, we got to control those women. We can't fight. We can't go toe to toe with white folks. So what is the next best thing? Good old black women. Hey, you got to tone that down. Ma'am, you got to be quiet. Ma'am, you got to shut up. Ma'am. This is crazy. It's crazy. I can't even concentrate with all the noise in the background. But I'm just let that rise so that they got some other places to go. But let's just do this. This is some of the most interesting. This is interesting. This is very, very interesting from Shaq me Shaq or whatever the hell his name is. I looked at this Negro and I said, wait a minute. This is what masculinity is? This is what masculinity is. Fair use. Fair use.
Her and 2K have is going just in this video. Need you hit
so much. Y'all complain about that we built for y'all that don't work right.
Oh no,
I think
the great Kevin Samuel said this.
Why is it hard for y'all to take y'all masculinity back?
95% of the jobs that run the
y'all make excuses instead of standing in y'all masculinity. You'll say, oh well, we can't do this because of y'all, or do one step up. And start being the man, so y'all can stop saying how masculine women are and taking advantage of y'all. Though.
How did we get to
Quentin got that baby face?
At this point,
women
what's happening right now?
Can't take advantage of a masculine man. How do you take advantage of a masculine man?
Yes, you can. You can play on a man's emotions.
Masculine man.
Yes, a masculine man still has
emotions.
emotions.
Do you think women can take advantage of Anton? Do you think women can take advantage of
masculine men have a mouse sense? This nigga on the far left. And sidebar. I'm pretty much I'm about to be done with WWE. This is just a sidebar. Real quick. They just put a three-way match between Rhea Ripley, Mrs. Complainer, between Io Sky and Bianca Belair. I'm just about done with this. It was just be about two people because Rhea Ripley had her fun. She lost. But now Triple H ain't shit. But let's my bad. I didn't mean to throw y'all off. Let's continue with this bullshit.
Anton?
What's this?
Anton's narcissistic. What are you talking about?
Maybe that's a part of masculinity, though. It comes along with it.
Molly, shut up.
The pure fact that you think a masculine man is my bad.
Molly, shut up.
Nigga, you don't get cussed out. Nigga, I learned my lesson, nigga. Don't get cussed out, 2K.
Wait. Don't talk when I speak no more on this panel, Molly. Shut up. And stay.
But you're not my man, 2K.
Oh my
God. A man, but you're not my man. So I don't really. It's a little bit different.
It's not different. If you're asking men to take their masculinity back, and he tells you to be quiet, and you say no, you're not gonna be quiet. You don't respect it. He was right. The fact that you refuse to listen to a masculine figure, you don't respect it.
That's what masculinity is. That's what masculinity is. Put a one. And I want to be fair. Put a one in the chat if you think that is supposed to be masculinity. Or put a 2 in the chat if you think that's not supposed to be masculinity. I want to learn. I want to learn.
The next part where he have to go after telling you to shut up and you don't do it is physical. That's what masculine is. People don't like it, but that's what masculinity is. I command you to do something. If you ignore my command, now I'm about to force you to do it. And that's going to become dominance. So he was right. Right now, you're demonstrating that you don't respect masculinity. You only listen to certain people.
So
and we're on a panel.
You see how masculinity is not working.
But hold on, masculinity doesn't have to
shut up.
masculinity is disrespectful.
Exactly.
I listen to men all the time.
Never tell me to shut up.
Anti is not the ruler of masculinity. What are you talking about?
But that's Anton. But see, if
I respect him, but if you're telling me to shut up as a man, I'm gonna think you're a bit feminine. Because girl, why you gotta be so sassy?
Why don't you respect the masculinity?
She's showing it right now. The fact that you just said you're gonna call a man who tells you to shut up feminine and say he's sassy is what you're doing right now. Do they not know what masculinity is? When have you commanding a person to do something became feminine?
To right now.
It's because not everybody with balls and a dingling is masculine. 2K.
That's why masculinity don't work.
Well, that
what?
She's right.
Yeah, that wasn't a masculine act.
No.
Like just
Slimmy don't know what he's saying either.
But it's a way you could just be like, hey, tone it down just a little bit, Molly. Like,
yeah, and I would listen to Slimmy.
What the hell are y'all talking about? Slimmy, just because you choose to try to be a cool voice man, said, hey, yo, can you tone it down? That don't mean that's only masculinity. So you're telling me the guy who tells you to shut the F up and then put his hands on you, he's not masculine now. I want y'all to know right now y'all about to sound foolish as hell. Because
again, I would like to know what it is. Maybe I didn't study enough for biology. Maybe I didn't study enough. Maybe that's what it is. Biology. I didn't study enough of it. How the brain works, because we don't use it. We're studying the physiology because you want to be physical. It feels like we're going back to 2023. It just feels like we're going backwards at this point. We take one step forward and then we end up taking 2 steps back.
y'all say is those women who tell people to shut up, do all those loud rah-rah things are masculine. So if a man does that, how is that feminine now?
Oh, I get it. So you're still on the part, and it's been several years now, you're still on the part where several years ago, 2 women that I heard told men that they're not masculine enough, and they just need to shut the F up and do this, la 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 la. Years later, several years later, this has not ended. There is no solution based on how to do anything. And this is the reason why I say y'all just need to separate. You just need to separate.
How do we call the women who tell men to shut up masculine, but then when a man tells a woman to shut up, he's feminine? That's your logic. That's crazy what you just said.
And then that gives you a different result.
You're only listening to Slimmy because you did it the more feminine way. You
That's not feminine.
That's true.
That's not feminine.
Okay,
Yes, it was.
I get what
You said it has to
2K
be
trying to
fucking
say. I get what 2K trying to say.
Yep.
That's not
I'm rocking
You
with
heard.
that.
Yep.
I don't know. That word is being just translated from man to woman, woman to man. I don't know who is it, and then they all get they all get triggered whenever someone says I'm the leader. No, I'm the leader. No, I'm the leader. No, I'm the leader. It's all catch and release. It's a catch and release stream. It's just catch and release. You catch it, I catch it. I throw it back, you catch it. It's like someone's supposed to take the ball and run with it. You know what I mean? Someone's supposed to take this thing and just go straight forward with it. Whether it be a man, but man don't want to take responsibility anymore because he feels like he's being feminized. But no, you're supposed to take that ball and go forward with it. Good, bad, or indifferent. But you feel like you need to bring a woman behind you to show masculinity works. No, put a weapon in your hand and fight off these demons that are called that we call oppressors. Just like what the Egyptians did, right? You don't want to do that. You don't want to fucking do that. But maybe I'm wrong. Like I said, I'm here to learn. I'm here to learn, and anybody can teach me what masculinity truly is. I'm here to learn. I am here to learn. This is a conversation. This is going to be a conversation. This is a conversation for us to get into, to try to understand each other a little more, which this is damn near impossible because it's the same yodel argument that's been several years in the making now. Ever since Kevin Samuels died, he died off. May the brother rest in peace. And all of a sudden, we want to take it above and beyond. Who's the top dog? Who can make these women submit to us men? Last time I checked, I'm been in a relationship for 26 years, and I never had to treat. But you know, this is not about me. This is about y'all. This is about y'all. And as far as God is concerned, God can sit this one out because mainly God does not deserve disrespect from neither one, all of us. We're weak. We're sheep. We're sheep. It's why would the ruler, the almighty ruler, come up off his throne to hear any of this? Even though he's all powerful, all knowing, all knowing, all powerful, all wise, all perfect. We want to be that perfect being, but we strive for perfection every day. Even though there's famine amongst the earth, there's war, death, disease, which man has made. Man has made. Not woman, man. Man has caused death. I'm ranting. I am ranting. My bad.
I get what he's trying. But
that wasn't feminine.
You did it how she wanted.
I get what he's trying to say. But there's a middle ground. But I do get what 2K is trying to say, right?
Like women thinks manly is punching.
But women.
So it's not manly to punch stuff now. We're just doing whatever we want with the word, right? So it's not masculine to punch stuff no more. So boxing isn't masculine. Whatever, right?
Women don't like when, you know, your voice gets escalated and it's like that, to be very stern with the woman without acquiescing and being, you know, feminine, or having to go to her and play on her emotions and be really nice. So I think there is a middle ground, because just using my dad.
And
He
that's
used
how
to
y'all
just have
get
a look.
finesse.
He just had a look.
Yeah.
No. Listen. Okay,
That was
if
it.
I would have said it nice, if I would have said, "Hey, be quiet," shut up, she still would have kept talking. That's because she don't respect masculinity. Now, what I can do next to her,
I don't agree with that.
if I roll up this sleeve here.
Oh, here we go. I knew it was gonna go to this.
But that's your perception.
What do you mean? How are we acting like dominant? What is Slimmy talking about? How are we acting like dominance is not masculinity? A man putting his hands on you, making you do what he wants, is a form of masculinity. It's dominating.
No.
Just because you want to be the coolest person in the room and be able to tell women, hey, yo, baby, chill, little mama. Just because you want to do that don't change the fact that the other guy, who is literally like Genghis Khan, he's Genghis Khan in the room. Now y'all saying he's feminine. Y'all think Genghis Khan is feminine. The way they have now warped what you believe masculinity is and pushed it more.
I'm sorry. Did he just say Genghis Khan? I'm sorry. I didn't. I didn't hear. I didn't hear what he said. He said Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan the Destroyer. Genghis Khan, the Japanese warrior. I think he was Japanese. I am the punishment of God, and if you have not created such violence, such meaningless acts, I would not have, I'm paraphrasing, I would not have committed punishment upon you people. This is the same man that killed men, women, and children. More Maryland. Okay, he's Maryland. Okay. All right. So we want to take up after a mass murderer. Why can't we just say Hitler? Why can't we just say Hitler? Or his partner, who would happen to be his lover? I forgot his name, but this is beyond me, dude. But let me not get triggered. Jesus.
Towards the feminine nature, you're now saying that's masculine, and now y'all are saying the other side is feminine. So women control submissiveness and dominance. They control both. What's happening right now?
Of what masculinity is, but if you're truly masculine, just a simple look or you just using a serious tone is enough for a woman to understand. Y'all have been,
this sounds stupid.
Like that's not
Molly. Well, that's what I just said, Molly. I said it couldn't have a stern tone.
Y'all are telling him to do what you want because you like that more, which is feminine. For a person to submit to what you like more, so he does that, is a form of being a woman. That's feminine. Getting triggered.
There's no behind my words. If I say shut up and you keep talking and nothing happened, what are you going to do? Keep talking.
I just get quiet.
Consequence.
Perfect. I love how you.
Now, when she was masculine and it was rough and it was tough, and I say be quiet, you kept talking. I come over and then you knew then to shut up.
You have no control.
That's a form of dominance.
And this is not me trying to be judgmental.
So really, fam, we really want to. What's the word I'm looking for? We really want to put out there that violence is the way to control your woman. Really, that's what we want to do. Really, that's masculine. Okay, all right. Why don't we do this? Why don't we put that into law and see how that looks? I want to actually put that in the law and see how that looks. See how it looks, and let's see the percentages up or down, where this goes, because I guarantee you, this is going to be a war that you're not going to win. I mean, you'll win the battle, but you'll lose the war. This is what we want to champion. We want to champion beating up. It's bad enough that I see it on X. That's bad enough. It's bad enough that a man takes his closed fist, uses his closed fist on a woman. That's bad enough, and I can't even show it on here without getting popped. So YouTube's too sensitive for me. I will give the middle finger up to it, but I'll probably be excommunicado out this bitch. But either way.
Mental, but so much things is psychological. Y'all don't even understand. You have no control if this is what you have to result to get control.
They're saying Genghis Khan is feminine then. Y'all are saying that Shaka Zulu is feminine. Y'all are at
Shaka Zulu had women in his army. Yeah. Yes, they had a man that made the commandments, but who's out in the field? Females. Female warriors. There are definitely female warriors. There are male warriors and there are female warriors. That's why I love Africa. But back to you, Mr. Steele. What is this programming stuff? Please remind me. You say if your woman does not want to follow your programming, what does that mean? Plan? What does that mean exactly? Again, I'm here to learn. I'm not here to judge. I'm just, people get triggered. This is what happens. We get triggered. We get triggered. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. This is what we do. We just get triggered. But I'm here to learn. I am here to learn. We-On-Loc is here to learn. Now, if this was a man panel, I would definitely listen. It'll be some bullshit, but I definitely listen. And maybe I can get a different perspective on it. I don't know. Maybe it's the hair. I don't know what it is. I don't know. So if I get on a woman, if I'm a woman, if I get on a man's program, what does that mean? What does that mean for the woman? What does that necessarily mean? What does she have to do? What does she have to do? Your ways, what you like, how you operate. So if I tell her to bark like a dog, she has to bark like a dog. You remember Dr. Steele when it was Coming to America? He said, bark like a dog. And she was woof, 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 woof. Oh, shit. Well, that's what it definitely means. To me, if you want her to bark like a dog, she's gonna bark like a fucking dog. But I sensibly get what it means. If you tell her no to certain things, you're trying to protect. This is where the protect and provide is where that comes. I get it. I get that. Well, we're here to learn. Let's continue.
Like the people who walked over there, put you in a headlock and squeezed until your booty popped out. That guy is feminine. That's what y'all saying. I hope y'all know when y'all talk about people being overly emotional, feminine is when they show vulnerability or sadness. That's the thing they were talking about when they say you're getting emotional. They never talked about a guy getting routed up and going over there like a gorilla and knocking you out. They never said that was feminine. That is very masculine. I don't know how 2K is doing this.
For a woman.
But Molly, okay, I get what he's trying to say.
When you see Debo coming, what do?
Tuck your
You
chain.
tuck your mother chain.
Tuck your mother chains in.
You tuck it in.
No, that's what y'all men would do if y'all see Debo.
But I get what he's trying.
Did nobody just hear what she just said? That was the dumbest thing I ever heard. I don't know how many times I got to pause this video because I just keep getting triggered. She just said men tuck their chain in. You know what happened to women who didn't listen to Debo? He did it to 2 of them. It was 2 times what happened. He laid hands on them. Debo was walking around like Genghis Khan in the neighborhood. Y'all gonna stop acting like y'all don't know what masculine behavior is, because women of today, it put fear in you. That's what it does. People don't want pure honesty. They want watered down stupidity. I don't know. I'm getting so upset.
I get what he's trying to say, Marty. Like, okay, so if he says shut up, I would initially get quiet, right? And then later on,
she's so manly.
Well, see, because I'm not.
She just said her man can't tell her to shut up. This is who we are listening to in this discussion. This is who we listening to.
See, that's the thing. I won't get combative with a man because it can escalate.
Thank you.
But
that's the only reason why I would
know
never do
not
that.
to tell me to shut up, especially to my face.
Right, but hold on. But
she's not a man. Why is she saying this stuff? Is this who this Molly lady is?
But some men don't, right? So I never take that chance.
What do you mean?
Thank God I don't live with one of those.
Huh?
Yeah, but
no,
but even if you,
I'm not agree.
Think about it like this: even if you be quiet, it doesn't mean that you respect them. It just
right.
means
That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying later, like if it's my guy, later on.
That's like saying just because you tuck your chain in when Debo come, don't mean you respect him. What are you talking about? You switched up because you know what could happen. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. This is wild.
On when we're not in a
whatever happened. Maybe this is me. Maybe this is my mentality. Whatever happened to treating women like human beings, the same way that a woman should treat a man like a human being, or treat him, or better yet, treat a man like a man. I mean, I don't know. My father came home. You know, if my mom wasn't working, she did the cooking and some of the cleaning. My dad went out there and mowed the lawn. Right? That's masculine. Me. I guess things like that don't happen anymore. I guess. I don't know. It's to me, all this is draining. All this is very upsetting. But I guess in order for me to fully understand and give full context of what this fake gender war-ish shit is all about, and mind you, we don't have much time left. We do not have a lot of time. So it's very triggering, but I'm gonna try to cope with it. I'm really gonna try.
Arguing or debate, I'm gonna tell him, hey, I didn't like how you spoke to me.
See, and this is why y'all get manipulated, 2K, because y'all will sit there and y'all will be all overly emotional, hit, yell, do whatever, throw stuff, and then y'all be having to apologize because she's gonna act all hurt. Y'all never get control. This is what I'm saying. Like, it's a game.
What's happening?
I'm not finna be putting all my gems out there, but
Matt, all I'm saying is the way y'all don't respect masculinity. Because
what does masculinity look like in 2025?
I don't agree with being on no women.
You looking at least 3 strong masculine men on here.
This is wild.
You nigga.
Hey,
you up, 2K?
And that was funny.
Quentin, that's not masculine. Every time he speaks like this. I don't know. Many of them niggas excuse me, Negroes, many of them Negroes that fly like this. I don't know. They be whooping their ass. I don't know. He might be able to whoop your ass. I do not know. But I mean, take off your purse and the lipstick and just start swinging. But every time Quentin talks, he talks with a left like this. You don't get your brick face ass to
Look, he knew he wanted the one though.
Nigga, I will you up, nigga.
But what I'm saying is, Molly, for real, like women, they don't respect it because there's no consequence behind it.
Yeah, Ali.
Like you want to know why women respect people in Dubai? Because they know if they disrespect these men, that you taking your jail, or these dudes might handle it themselves.
Facts.
True.
In America,
yeah, but those women are starting to revolt too, so they're losing control over their women.
What? Oh, wait, hold up. What does it say? This thing she's talking about? It doesn't say anywhere is there's a revolt happening in Dubai. I think you made that up. Only thing I see that somewhat happening in Dubai is a lady is standing trial for being drunk in public and causing a disturbance, trying to assault police officers.
Why do we go to all these specific places where you're not in there? Dubai is one of them. Dubai built their establishment brick by freaking brick, and they've been doing it for plenty of years, centuries now. It's worth. If I could estimate what Dubai is estimated. Let me just look this up real quick. Dubai is estimated. Let me see. Is Dubai? Is it Dubai? Let me see. Dubai. Nope. Oh, I spelled Dubai. I spelled it Dubai, not Dubai. Dubai. Dubai's net worth. Net worth 2024. Estimated over $100 million and 50 over like 15 billion with a B. Hey, Bridge. Billion with a B. We ain't talking about the scandalous parts. We just talking about the glory. You mean to tell me you wouldn't want to go to Dubai? I want to go to fucking Dubai. I want to go to fucking Dubai because they got clean water. This water up here is terrible. Why do I need a filter to put water in? Why? It's just nasty. You're still drinking nasty water. You would say never, but if I was married to you, we going to Dubai. We just going to Dubai. We're going to a part of the area where it's just nice and it's quiet. Nice, quiet. Everybody loves each other. These dudes are surfing with surfboards who automatic. It's like an auto surfboard. It's like one of those AI surfboards. I'm not into surfing, but I'm saying. And those houses out there, clean. You can't go into an air. I'm ranting on the fucking Dubai. Okay. Yes, there are scandalous parts of it. Yes. That is if you meet like the king or something, or they do have rules. Well, that's just what it is. If man made the world for what it is, his world, not yours, their world. And this is why Orlando, I agree with Orlando's crazy ass. Orlando Brown, when he said, "Where's our Dubai?" If we built our Dubai, we can do whatever we want. We can do whatever we want, but we don't want to take responsibility for our shit. We do not. Just do not. Dubai is one country where they will Nah, not really. I mean, kind of, sort of, kind of. But the only reason why they do that is because women keep escaping. This woman, like, damn near escaped 3 times, and when they kept bringing her back, they just said, "Fuck it, off with you." I'm not saying it's right, but guess what? They got police, but they own police. They are the police. That's what I'm saying. No, if we, black folks, Africa got their own damn country. I ain't even worried about that shit over there. If us, the African descendants, Adolfs, put it that way. If we were Adolf, I'm not Adolfs. I am Pan-African. Listen, but I respect Adolfs to a point. If we were Adolfs and we built a Dubai here, why are we not drilling oil? Why are we? Ooh. No, but again, we could make our rules. Whoever pays the tune calls the villa calls the tune. If we were to pay, I'm guaranteeing you, we would win. We would dominate. We would be competitive. We would be worth so much more. But we just keep losing resources. We just keep wasting resources. UAE, I've heard of them. UAE, I've heard of them. They're worth more. They are worth way more. They are worth way more. But I just look at it based on what it is. That country is so I don't even know why I'm even on Dubai right now. I'm just saying. Why aren't we? The white man owns it all. Case in point. Pat yourself on the back. You just made my point. Pat yourself on the back, Holly. You just made my point.
That's the only thing I see. I don't see what this revolt is happening. I feel like you made that up.
You've been doing all that oppressive stuff, so
ain't nothing no women can do without other men.
It's still a human being.
Not, but it doesn't ever really get to that point. It's just strict rules that the women are up. That they upbringing is different.
Well, no,
you know what I'm saying? It's totally
different. No, Slim, this is my area because I go out there all the time. They actually, yeah, they're brought up that way, but they actually want to do that. Like a lot of women in the West think a lot of those women are being forced. Now you got countries like Iran or whatever, but most of those Muslim countries, those women want to dress like that. They want to talk like that. Like they live in that.
This is their upbringing. This is all that they know.
They live in that. So it's not.
But they got cell phones now. They're starting to see the Western cultures. I stay on top of this type of stuff.
Yeah,
no,
but
they're
but
not
it's also
content like we
it's a
think
protection. It's a protection that comes with them being clothed like that, them being brought up like that. It's a protection.
That.
It's a protection that helps them. Like this.
Now we want to be like other countries. This is sad. This is sad. We can't even figure our own shit out. We want to emulate other countries. Okay.
Most of the women want to be like that because I'm telling you, like when you're on the resort and if you're on a resort in Dubai, right, and then you go off the resort to like Abu Dhabi, right, you notice the difference because because on the resort, you can be in your bathing suit and all that. And I'm telling you, the men are on you like this to the point where you're like, yo, I want to be clothed. And so a lot of those women don't like that type of attention. And so
I
that
understand
veil and
being
all that
modest.
gives you the protection, and it gives you the sense of the male being able to talk to you a certain way. So I understand that culture, and I understand why a lot of those women want to be like that. In the West, yeah, we can do whatever we want, but then we're also over here begging for protection. How many women are like men don't protect, especially black women. Oh, we
I
don't.
think we should dress more modestly over here. I'm not arguing with that.
No, no, I'm
I'm
not
just
saying
talking
that
about
you
the
are. I'm not.
control.
Oh, my Lisa. Oh, my Lisa. I just wish I could. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm glad you're here. Oh, this is a breath of fresh air. Woo! Woo, somebody opened up a window. I'm so glad that you're here. Oh, you can help me out. Oh, yeah. These Negroes here. Oh, I got to spare. Could you tell me what is masculinity? What is it? What is femininity? Skip that. What is femininity? I want to try to figure out what femininity is. I want to figure out what femininity. Don't get too happy. Oh shoot! Don't do this to me, Lisa. Don't do this to me. Don't go. Please don't go. Oh, go. Don't go. Don't go. We need to stop putting labels on everything. I agree. I totally agree. Here's the thing: we can't stray away from what the question is. And the question is, what is masculinity? Let me ask you something. You said that you're married, right? Craig doesn't believe that you're married, but let's just allegedly. Let's just say for the fact that let's just say you are married, right? Does your man tell you to shut the fuck up? Excuse me. Does your man tell you to shut nurses my leg? Oh, okay. Okay. You don't need to broadcast it. Text it to me. Yeah. Text that to me. Does Ali? Does your man tell you to shut the? Oh, okay. All right. Cool. Does your man take his hand and performs the child of God and just smacks the demons away? He may say, "Shut up, but never shut the fuck." Well, that's mainly the same. To me, that's the same thing. It all depends on his tone. If I tell you like, "Shut up, yo, shut up," just would you just shut up, please? But if I tell you, "Yo, shut up," you know what's coming next. Like, shut the fuck up. That's how I take it. I'll try not to make it a habit of telling a woman to shut up. I will just say, all right, what? Oh, okay, are you done? Are you done? Are you done? Just let me know when you're done. That's what I would say. I'll let her have it all out because I want to be fair. I'll let her have it all out and just bring it all out. Just go ahead and just act like you sitting on the shitter and just let it all out. All right, and when you're done, go ahead and wipe off, wash your hands, and sit down, relax. It's my turn. Well, you know what I mean. But that was a bad analogy. My bad. But in other words, I am not going to let you get away with what you just said to me. I'm not. We're gonna sit here and we're gonna discuss this, okay? You had your shot, now it's my turn. My man wouldn't disrespect me like that. You get more flies with honeys, but what? I hate that saying. I hate that. You get okay. I gotta write this shit down. I gotta write this down. Can't have your cake and eat it too. I don't know what the hell that means. That's a bad analogy. And then you can get more flies. You can get more flies with honey than vinegar. I believe you. Don't argue with it. Don't argue with it. Just it is what it is. You know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do, people? If I get rich, if I hit the lotto, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get a farm up north. Up north with Las Vegas, right? I'm gonna get a farm. No TV, no nothing. Because this is crazy. But yet, I'm learning. I want to learn because, quite frankly, we are in a disconnected spiritual place. We're just disconnected from each other spiritually. And we get mad at you know who. We get mad at you know who for pointing it out, right? I'm not going to say any name because I don't want to trigger Ali. I don't want to trigger her. Penny saved is a penny earned. Marquise, you got it, bro. You know what I'm going to need you to do, Marquise? To hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, to tell your friends to come over to the We-On-Loc channel to get this work, to get this knowledge. And you know what else Marquise needs to do? Support the channel, and or become a member of the We-On-Loc Nation channel. Now let's continue.
I'm not saying that you are. I'm just saying.
And y'all keep bringing up my husband. So we're talking about man. Who cares? Who cares what color he is? Y'all are so dumb. I'm black, and I could leave him tomorrow. And the black man, I'll still be talking like this.
That nigga is guilty. That was masculine too. She's triggered, and she don't understand what's happening right now. This is like a crash out. That if you're supposed to be this feminine lady you're talking about, you're not that at all. You're not that at all. You got the devil in you. That's what's happening right now.
And y'all ain't gonna stop it.
Molly, don't argue.
Let me go and clear that.
They always think that like y'all are the ones scared of white men, not me.
Hey, when I was telling Molly to shut up, y'all, that was an example. I respect Molly. And chill on her husband, bro. Love do not have a color. All right, if you don't got the right to get to date out.
Oh, she's with a white man. Oh, that further drives the point home to why we're having this conversation. Whew. Well, I guess she's still this is so confusing. Oh, she disqualified herself. This is disqualification.
So your race, or you
I think with an African, a black, dark chocolate, blackest man y'all ever seen, I would still be talking like this. Y'all would still be saying what y'all are saying. Y'all opinion is irrelevant.
I mean, my daddy was masculine and he white.
Wait, is she wearing a mega hat? I just put it. Wow.
Say how great white men
She's
are.
wearing a mega hat. She's wearing a damn mega hat.
She is crashing out.
How long?
You are anyway. Plenty of land in Nevada where there's nothing but Area 51. I live 30 miles. I live about 30, 40 minutes out that way. Area 51, I live out there. About 40 minutes out. Yep. And check this out. You wouldn't reach over there because they got a army base over there. You're not going into. I went into that bitch more than one occasion because that was my job. I had a job to do and I did it. There were certain clearances that we had. We picked up our patients and we dropped them off at their locations. That's what we used to do. But you ain't going in there to clown. You going in there and you getting out. Simple as that.
I don't think it's a race thing. I think it's just like some men are great, some men aren't.
Would y'all rather?
I don't think it's a race thing either, but you got dummies in the chat.
I
mean, they're just talking shit right now, but I got a way more better version than this. Dr. Steele, if you can see the dark spots underneath my eyeballs, this is where we take vacations. Because none of this shit makes any sense. I would not be doing a woman like that's illegal. You can't do it. I just think these dudes is just trolling. They just trolling. You wouldn't hit a woman. You wouldn't hit. I know niggas who will hit women. I mean, hell, it's all over X. If you go to X, that's what you see. That's all you see is men just using a closed fist on a woman and just pouncing away. We are literally in the biblical, in the Revelation era. We are literally in the dark ages. Literally, right in the pinpoint. We are in the blueprint of that Revelation space. If you even read your biblical text. If you read your biblical text, this is where we are. But I'm still waiting for somebody to tell me what masculinity is. Other than Dr. Steele, I'm waiting. I am waiting.
Go to war. Women do these things. Women want men to go to war because they are not protected if the men do not go to war. So she's now finna say, men go to war because of ego. So those guys on the front line, ego. It's all ego, baby. It's all ego. You don't like her.
So there's never been a woman behind that man has a battery in their back telling them, yeah, you better get him.
Get him.
Ready? You gotta get him. There ain't no woman doing that, right?
Go ahead, Chris. Go ahead, Cool.
No, ask that question. No, don't go ahead nowhere. Stay right where you. Go ahead.
Okay. We will not be first and foremost. We will not be disrespecting Mortal Kombat like that. I've been playing that game for years, ever since I was a little boy. We will not be disrespecting Mortal Kombat like that. But I hear what you're saying. But we can't dismiss the fact that there have been numerous of just craziness amongst men too, or excuse me, women too. We're not going to dismiss that. We're not going to dismiss the fact that you are very violent, and to each other too. You are very violent amongst yourselves. and amongst men. I have never seen a woman crash out the way that she crashes out on a teenager like that, or on a little boy. I have never seen, and you're disrespecting Mortal Kombat. You just okay. Double Dragon, I like Double. Billy and Jimmy Lee, yes, I do like those. But anyway, I have never seen. You're too far behind. Oh no, you're catching up. You're catching up, and you're catching up real quick. But we have work to do. We just need to separate from work. We just need to. Why can't you just separate yourselves? Black folks really need to separate themselves because all we want to do, drink, smoke, have sex, and beat the crap out of each other. We beat the crap out of each other because there ain't no Popeyes, one of those chicken, big Popeyes chicken things yet. What do we call them? What you call them nasty ass things? The chicken with the bread that you can get at Chick-fil-A. But they're just as worse. This is crazy. I'll be editing. I gotta learn how to edit. I gotta learn how to edit some of this shit. Street Fighter. Street Fighter is pretty good now. Sidebar. It has SMK people in it. It has Terry. It has Terry and Mai. I just purchased Terry and Mai. Terry Bogard and Mai. I want Andy Bogard and Joe Hagashi in Street Fighter. Sidebar. But anyway.
By your name. What's your name?
I'm sorry. I'm going to take the banner out of
Pretty.
Yes, Pretty.
Pretty.
Oh, Pretty, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, Pretty. Do you have like a real name or no?
Oh, Pretty's good.
Pretty's good. Okay, Pretty. Well, it's time to obliterate your entire worldview. We'll start with the very simple. So you said men are destroyers, women are creators.
Fugazi, he just repeats everything that the Manosphere and the Red Pill and everybody else repeats. It's the same wash, rinse, and repeat argument. But let's
explain to me, if men are destroyers, why have women destroyed the nuclear family? Because they initiate 70 to 80% of the divorces. Explain to me why do women abort 1 million babies per year?
1 million babies per year. Is that a real stat? Can somebody tell me, is that a real stat? Women abort 1 million babies per year. Is that a stat? Somebody in the chat, help me out. Is that a stat?
Explain that to me.
Sweet
Explain
Jesus.
that to me. So when you say that power is destroys, no, let me correct you. Power in the wrong hands, it destroys. Anyone that has, nefarious ways or wants to, do bad things, of course they'll do evil things and they will destroy. But power in good hands, you would say that Jesus had power, right? Of course Jesus had power. He was a man, the most honest man on a man, and all of these things. He was a man of power, but guess what? The power was in the right man's hand, and he did wonderful things. Not only just using Jesus,
who I'm gonna be honest, she believe in Jesus. If she was just making she believe.
We could speak about many other things of men with power that did many good things. And when you're speaking about create, please tell me, you said women create things. I'll even say this. You're here and that you have, so you know that you're here because of your father, because men determine the sex of the baby. Did you know that? You probably didn't know that. So guess what? Your father created your mother. Your mother owns process of you being here, but your
not necessarily.
She can make faces all she wants. He's correct. He's doing a good job.
Get it?
Is this the attempt to obliterate my real?
It has been obliterated. Yes.
Oh, darling.
Please refute. Please.
That was.
I easily refuted what you said. Systematically refuted what you said.
Okay.
Please refute what I said. The floor is yours.
You have the chance to
initiate the 70% of marriages. You getting out of a divorce is not a destruction. It's you dissolving a partnership. Everyone walks away alive. You know what is
Abortion.
3 men who unalive the intimate partners, right? They're intimate partners with it. That's destruction.
If that's crack right there. Incident in 2022 got you. Now y'all remember it 2000 something number is the number who the lead in there is 22,200. And you want us to pay that attention. That's what you want us to pay attention to. 2,000 to
and that makes it right. Either way, it makes it plausible. It makes it real. It makes it reality. I get it. So how do we close that? How do we? What's the solution? I haven't heard the solution yet. I haven't heard of anything solution. Or how do we solve this problem? Does anybody know? Anybody? How do we solve this problem?
20,000. And this is the other thing. Remember what he said? A million babies in who is actually for this shit. 1 million men do all of them.
And this is the reason why we must have ladies' night, because I am tired of talking. I'm tired of hearing men talk about it. I just want to be I just want to have an understanding, because I hear men talk all the time. I want to have the understanding of women, of why they're being picked on all the time. I have a series of questions. I have a list. I have a list of questions. I have a list of questions. And if anybody wants to volunteer for ladies' night, anybody wants to come up on the panel, please email me.
22,000, 1 million. Who is actually for destruction? Wild.
Getting a divorce where 2 people walk out of a relationship alive, not destruction, darling. Partnership, and you can be successful in your next relationship.
You still destroy the relationship. That's still destruction. Just because you want to change what destruction means. here for destruction. And you also affiliate 1 million babies. So destruction.
Number one. Number two. Yeah, there's enough people on the planet. We don't need to worry about 1 million fetuses no longer being here, cycles, embryos, all that. I'm sorry, we don't.
Wow.
Y'all could argue.
You sound like a destroyer.
That's not destruction. Those are not living, breathing human beings.
That is the female version of Crip Mac right there. She is only here for destruction on 5-5. On 5-5 Crip. Even care.
Those are not living, breathing life. You guys take out of record.
Women destroy little people. What are you talking about?
Can you get Candace puppy donuts? Why you call it that, man? Why you call it that? Why you call it that? It's obvious why there are countrywide attacks on Black women. It's being funded by white ring groups. True. Being funded by it's being funded by white and left wing. So we got to add that on. White ring and left wing groups to get everyone to hate Black women. So what's so special about Black women? Listen, Ali, if you can help me promote this, I will be. Listen, help me promote it. Ladies' night coming up soon. Wednesday. I'm gonna try to give everybody. I'm gonna try to get some people up on Wednesday, possibly Thursday. I will let you know. I will definitely let you know. But y'all got my email. Y'all go ahead and let me know if y'all down to come up on the panel and y'all explain y'all cases. We can have some fun with it and play some clips. And because there's plenty of clips of men just pounding the shit out of y'all, like in a talkative sense. I'm not gonna show any clips of them beating up on you. I'm not gonna do that unless it's cops. Unless it's actually cops. You know what I mean? Here come Craig. Here come Craig, bias ass. Black women work hard for the pushback they are getting. All right, yeah. This is what's realistic nowadays. This is what's realistic, but women, you got to get them back. But the one thing I didn't hear is any solutions. I didn't hear any solutions to all these problems. What is a solution base? Name 3 things that we can do as Black men and Black women to heal our situation, to get out of our situation. What's so special about Black women is that they are the foundation of the Democratic foundation of the Democratic Party, and the Republicans want to destroy all credibility of Black women. You know who you sound like? You sound like Princella. You really do. You sound almost like Princella. Perfect. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but you almost sound like that woman. We can put up clips of the 70s of Black women dragging Black men. I don't want to hear no crying now. Why we got to go all the way back? Why we got to go all the way back to the 70s? Every time I do it, I do it in the here and now. Why we got to go way back in the 70s? Shit. Don't start nothing you can't finish. What up, T-Bone? T-Bone in the building. They never give solution, just arguing the same old talking points. Correct! But we still need solutions. We still need solutions. But let me continue.
If you look it up, more women take deletion to babies and newborns. What are we talking about? You can delete what you can. Men can delete everything because they can. So we gonna just ignore it. She doesn't care. She doesn't care. She's a raging feminist.
There's nothing about what you have said to me right now that has disproven anything. All you have said to me is that women are exercising their rights to make decisions to walk away from relationships that no longer serve them, or they're deciding not to carry out a pregnancy.
And where do they get these rights from? Where do these women get these rights from? Answer that question for me.
Or incest has occurred.
Yeah, where do women get their rights from?
Of destruction is crazy when you have yet to talk about the rates of men literally their wives and children. There's no way you're going to sit here and talk to me about destruction when you're bringing up crap like that. I'm so sorry.
You know what?
Okay, so let's just have a quick back and forth. I'll let you go on the and your whole page is expert. So
I see expert. Go ahead.
I got you. And quick thing. So you're saying a lot of false things, and you didn't refute anything I said. But
I did.
Just give me another, just to point out. I'm going to prove you. I'm going to prove what you're saying is incorrect again. So do you know that in lesbian couples they have the highest rate of domestic violence? That's 2 women. That's 2 women. That's 2.
Wow. We're talking about lesbos, gay lovers, but you're not in a lesbo relationship. So I guess men got it under control, right? So we came up with one solution. Said one, don't date pookies and give them babies. 1, don't date pookies and give them babies. 2, follow black man's leadership. I'm gonna have to argue with you about that one. And number 3, stop falling for identity politics. Falling for identity politics. Okay, that's some good ones. That's some good ones. I would definitely take that into consideration. Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else got to come with solutions? Craig already came up with 3. He came with his 3. Anybody else got 3? Anybody else? All they talk about is black women and gay people. Well, I hope you're not gay. So, I mean, is that what we want to do? We want to have our boys and girls grow up to be gays and lesbos? You know that's reducing your numbers, right? You know that's reducing your numbers when you do that. But I digress.
Women in a relationship, not a man and a woman, a much lower rate. Do you understand that? Also, when you're speaking about rights, where do you think you get your rights from? Can you answer that?
Oh, we live in a capitalist society, and y'all would never survive if we weren't in the work.
No, that's not answering my question. Where do you?
That didn't answer the question at all. That's fed doll you smoking right there. You believe you get rights by yourself. Explain why those other people don't got rights. Explain why those other women who get to see y'all run around saying y'all got rights and do whatever you want. Why don't they got it? I'm gonna let you know now. I don't even know if this thing that y'all be saying is real, because you be saying those women in those other countries don't have rights. If they don't have rights, why don't they got it? If what you're talking about is what you're talking about. If you use feminist arguments on themselves, it will destroy itself. Based off what you said, those men won't let those women have rights. So guess what that means? That means by your logic, the men here gave you your rights. They let you have rights. That has to be your logic. If you
say that's not correct, you are once again smoking or snoring. I don't know what you do. You're doing something with the face. That's all. It has to be true. And I'm still so upset that you had to be the one with natural hair and without makeup on her face. I'm so upset about that. You granted yourself your own rights.
With my rights to walk on this earth.
Okay, no, but I'm asking who gave you your rights?
Not
Who do
you.
you get it from? What gender gives rights?
Oh, no gender gives rights.
No gender. So rights
Actually,
is.
I think women.
Randomly come.
Women gave you the rights to breathe. Your mother gave you the rights to breathe. She carried you into this world. She gave you the rights to breathe air
Okay,
that you're
so I don't think you can answer the question properly, so I'll answer it for you, right? So
No, I don't need you to answer.
No, you kind of do because you just sound stupid right now. You're trying real hard not to answer the question. And then you said something that was just like nonsensical.
Answer for you because you lack intelligence.
I don't need it.
What rights is? Rights equals force. You don't know. No one has any rights unless they enforce. I'll explain to you. Let's educate you a little bit because you lack understanding. I'm going to help you out. So rights equals force. In order for you to have any right, guess what? Rights can be taken away. Rights can be granted to people, right? So if
a moral or legal entitlement to have or obtain.
You're interrupting me.
Isa, 1 second. Well, let's do one mic at a time. Please don't interrupt each other, okay? So fine. Let's go. No forget. Please going to interrupt the time.
I was just explaining rights while you're trying to read a definition, but that definition is not talking about what the type of rights I'm speaking about. So I'm going to explain to you. You get what I'm saying? That's an effect. That definition is an effect. I'm going to the cause, the root of rights. Okay? So let me explain to you how rights equals force. In order for you to have the right to do anything, the right to vote, the right to, walk outside your house without being great, the right to do anything that you think about, right? It has to be enforced by something. If not, someone can infringe on your rights by using force. So let's say that you have an island that you create, and you say, guess what? My rights are this. And I look at your island, I'm like, oh, they have all these rights they think that they can just do all of these things. But guess what? My force is stronger than your force. You really don't have any rights because I can come to your island and take over with my force. So what I'm saying is you get rights from men. Men grant rights and protect the rights that we all have. Women don't grant any rights because women can't enforce their own rights. Women need a man to enforce their rights for them. So when something happens, here's a question. If you get into a situation and you need to call the police, do you want a male officer to enforce your right for you, to protect you? Or would you prefer a male officer or a female officer to protect your rights, your human rights? Answer that question, male or female.
All of that, and that's the question. That's so
You're stupid. You're like a dumb person. I don't even understand why you just said what you said instead of just answering the question. Because she's about to just be disingenuous. That's all she's about to do.
Did you understand? Can you answer it though?
Hey, one mic, be respectful. Submit. Anyway, so submit. So anyway, right.
Let her run from this.
Wait, it's fine. Let the and the plan. If she doesn't answer, we're going back again. But she has a right to express.
Answer, yes.
Yes,
Yeah. So, I'm so sorry, I forgot your question. What was the last question you asked?
Yeah, because you wasn't paying attention. You lacked.
She wasn't listening. She wasn't listening at all.
Comprehension and active listening skills.
Let's have the conversation.
I got it. The question is this: if you are in a situation and your life is in jeopardy,
right.
the male female officer, okay,
and she's just lying. She's just lying. She'll choose female officer. That's wild.
Do you think that the probability would be higher or lower for you choosing a female officer to actually save you from danger, or the probability would be higher for a male officer? Because it's going to be random. Is he going to get a random female or a random male? So within this random scenario, when you're calling 911, but and why?
Everybody knows you never go full retard. Whoa.
the majority of times, danger that will come to me will be at the hands of a man. And so therefore,
you need a male to protect.
Why we're doing this, bro? Why we're doing this?
I want Pri to be able to explain herself.
No, that's bullshit. That is.
Once again, I don't agree with her. I want to see.
You can't agree with her because she's retarded and she's holding a straight face. Homie, you are silently triggered right now because you're not even thinking.
See where the rabbit hole goes, and if she can get out of the rabbit hole, we move along.
She can't.
So go ahead, Tweety, and then I will bring experts in because they've been waiting for a little bit. So
I know everyone else is wanting to talk, and I do want to.
But two of us ain't talking.
The reason why I would get to, I'll back off. I'm done after this, unless he says something crazy. But the point is the reason why I would pick a female officer. Statistics show my greatest predator is a man. Statistics also show that male officers, right, when responding to female-related issues, right, which would be the greatest factor, i.e., intimate partner violence, that is my greatest threat, right, at the hands of a man, tend to under-respond to those types of calls. A woman is more likely to have empathy and to actually act on the situation. So therefore, I understand.
Statistics show that women show empathy. Where does it say that? You just made that up. Oh gosh, she's just talking.
To answer your question, Daisy, I would choose the officer, and I live.
Just 1 second, please. And
This is argument. Just 1 second. That is not a statistic.
Yeah, we have a police officer in the building.
I am a chief of a police department. That is not a statistic, ma'am.
You announced
it
at the beginning.
Yes. So my question will be this. It will be for Diesel, and then expert can get it right.
Can I just respond back to that? It's kind of mean. I'll give a 15-second response.
All right, you got it.
Thank you. I appreciate you. She used words like empathy. Women are more empathetic. Well, is empathy going to save you from another man strangling you and got their arms around your neck? Was the woman cop going to come in like, let's be empathetic here and let's just talk this out? No. Give me a strong masculine man that has muscles that's much bigger and stronger than the other man that's trying to kill you to protect you. Not a chick that has a twat between her legs that's much shorter statistically, that's much weaker statistically to save your life. The probability will be extremely lower if you choose a chick to come and save you.
Let me 1 second.
She's stupid because based off what I keep finding out is that when there's violence happening, a female cop shows up with a male cop. That's what that is. So she's just talking because it ain't gonna just be no female cop, especially if there's some guy hulking out on some lady. It ain't gonna just be a female cop. But you know, this is wild. Oh, she about to say this.
And you think the male cop's gonna let the female cop get manhandled by a person that they're detaining? No. And she has to, she will pull out that goddamn on. But I don't know why we're disrespecting females that are on the job, because we've been working since the whole millennium. The male and female, Africa's been picking cotton ever since the slavery days. So we've been working. I don't know why that's a problem all of a sudden. I don't know what I did, but
my wife and a female cop comes in, she will have to shoot me literally. I will kill her. I will literally mean, like, if I have my wife and two female officers come in to try to do something, you have to shoot me. You don't want people to escalate situations. You want two people that are physically able to restrain me without sending me to the afterlife. I think that's very fair. I just want you, if you can give a quick rebuttal to these.
Fatty, shut up. First and foremost, if a female cop is threatened or if she feels threatened, she will shoot you. She'll either tase you or she will shoot you. Case in point. There was a video, I believe Craig's seen this video, where there were two female officers went to an apartment and they unleashed a hell of bullets because they thought, quote unquote, they thought that a person had a gun and fired off a gun when literally there was no gun being fired. And there was 15 bullets in that gun. She unleashed a whole clip of bullets, reloaded, and fired again. Allegedly.
30 seconds, I would appreciate it, and then we get expert in the building so we can go and talk. I think
Question that was posed, who do I trust more to save me in a situation? The fact of the matter is muscles don't matter. The gun matters, right? So if I state that I want to be safe from a situation, that was his question.
Men have better accuracy shooting.
Men do also have better accuracy shooting. But it still changes the fact that what she is saying is so dumb right now. All she's saying without saying is that she wants that female cop to use that.
Yeah. Through the window.
That's all she's saying.
Through the window.
No, 1 second. 1 second.
He can get shot if he needs to get shot.
Okay, you want people to get shot? No, okay.
I want to come out alive. That was the question.
No. Big screen. Yeah. See, that's what happened. You talk to people.
I don't get it. He's like it's proving my point. And I'm gonna try. I'm gonna edit this tonight too. I'm gonna do some. I want to do some editing. I'm gonna definitely do some editing because I want to prove a point that these conversations do not go anywhere. They just don't. The conversations between man and woman at this point do not go anywhere. Specifically, no disrespect to Fugeezy and all the mother folks. Fatty, what's up? How you? It just don't work. You're not going to get women to submit to your rule unless Brownie's gonna submit. Unless you pick up a weapon of your choice and you dominate the United States of America. I mean, send SOSs to people in LA, people in Florida, people in Chicago, Detroit, Wisconsin, Virginia, Maine, Texas, Alabama. We all gonna pick up a weapon and we gonna dominate and we gonna build our own goddamn Dubai. And with that, we can set our own rules, y'all. We can set our own freaking rules. Now, mind you, and I gotta tell the truth about this. Men need women and women need men. Here's the positive side of me. Women need men and men need women. We need men. We need women to procreate the earth by having our children. We do not need further interference from outside forces telling us what we need to do in our lives. We do not need more government. We need less government. We need stability. We need nurturing. We need everything. Masculinity, feminine, whatever you want to call it. We need those things. And I get it. Men need respect. I get it. Men want respect. Women need respect. If that makes any sense. Female cops are a liability. And yet you say that because why? Why? They know the law just as much as you do, or just as much as a man does. But then again, like I said, the cops don't even, this is a certain percentage of cops don't even know their own laws. So it really doesn't make a difference if you're a male or female or not. If a man's not there, a woman is there, and guess what? They're there mostly for women who don't feel comfortable being around a male cop. So that's the reason why they call the woman out there. Because the moment that a male cop touches a female's private parts, oh, he's going to be in trouble. And this is the reason why I say, they always say, do you want a female cop present? They always say yes. They always say yes. And a female cop comes along and they do their thing. They literally do their thing. So now we're going to do this last little video because we're going to make this a little short today because I still got some stuff that I need to do. Thank you guys for coming in, by the way, and supporting the brother on short notice. I really appreciate that. Appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. No.
So here we go. This structural argument that y'all are having. That girl is too young, and well, she's not too young, but in our today's society, she's too young to be a wife because people think they got time, right? They think they're going to learn and grow to be a wife. She wasn't raised to be a wife.
You know what? I want to be fair with y'all. I want to be fair. As a matter of fact, that's the wrong one. My bad. I want to be fair. Let me see. That new John B piece. That new John B piece is kind of fire. That new John B piece is kind of fire. If you haven't heard it, if you haven't listened to John, and by the way, Craig, when I have time, me and you, we need to have a conversation about Brandon. What's his name? Let me see. Give me a second. Give me a second. Go here. Come on. I'm gonna go here. I can't talk. Let's see. Something about marriage. Yeah, Brian Donalds. You sent me a bunny hopping bastard to look up and to do what with? What are we doing? What are we doing here? What are we doing? Yes, I'm holding you accountable. Okay, this is the video. We can do that later. We can do that much later. I found what I was looking for. Let me just get this piece off, and we will definitely be talking later. Because you in violation, bro.
Yeah. It was feeding my flesh. It was, and whatever I could do to get what I wanted, I did. Wow. I did. I could be whoever you wanted me to be.
Wow.
It was a chameleon spirit. I could be, because that spirit is deceptive. It is rooted in deception.
Wow.
It is rooted in deception. I was manipulative.
It's hard.
I was very manipulative.
What did that look like for a woman to be manipulative?
I'm going to tell you what you want to hear. And I'm going to act like I'm so in love with you. But the truth is, I don't love you, because to love somebody, you have to respect them. And respect comes from trust. I can't respect something I can't trust.
Wow.
Right?
Oh.
And even though respect is given and trust is earned, they go hand in hand. They're in tandem.
Yeah.
So manipulation looks like, the truth is, we're dating and I'm comfortable here, but I know I'm not going to settle here because you're loyal to me, but I'm loyal to myself.
Oh my.
So you never felt connection, you only felt attachment. And now I understand from this whole catch and release generation that the fact that I am starving you and depriving you of emotional fulfillment and spiritual security, and I am depriving you of the desire that you have to take it to the next level, the covenant. You know how many people asked me to marry them, and I laughed. Like, oh, would you marry? Not ask me, like, get down on me, but hey, so would you get married? No, I don't think so. No. And it's funny because then when I got saved, that's all I want. Isn't it funny?
Oh my gosh.
The very thing you hate, you become.
Wow. But I never heard that. You weren't connected. That was a connection. That was attachment.
I would say something. Greg, but I'm gonna let it go. I'm trying to be nice today. I'm trying to be nice. So if I were you, I'd keep quiet.
We're not connected. It was attachment. You were attached to me. I wasn't connected to you.
Who you talking to?
It was very self-serving. It was narcissistic.
Oh my God.
It comes from a place that I needed to be the source. I loved the fact that you, because I cook, I clean, I'm faithful, I'm loyal. I am a wife, but I don't know how to carry the spirit of wife. I know how to be. I'm a wife in my characteristics, but I'm not a wife in my spirit. Like I don't have the desire to submit. I know what to do, but I don't trust you enough to submit and to release that authority, which is what the man is that.
That's what I said at the beginning. I said the only way that this makes sense is if it ends in divorce.
So you are with him. Why? That wow. It's like you it's like you intentionally look for the worst women on YouTube. I haven't even ooh. Fine. But wait a minute. That's a lie. Because I always bring up Jasmine Crockett. I always bring that woman up. And I get shot down by these Negroes. I get shot down. I bring up Jasmine Crockett. I bring up I ain't bringing up no goddamn Cynthia G. Maxine Waters. I mean, there's plenty of women. I guess it's just hard. It's hard, Ali. It's hard. Pause. It's just hard. It's just y'all just cause a muck everywhere you go. You do. You just do. I'm sorry. Some of these things are non-defendable. Some of these things that you women do are non-defendable, ma'am. If you can tell me, and I'll put it in the back chat and tell me why is there such a backlash to Jasmine Crockett? I don't know. You tell me. Craig wanted me to play the video, which I should, but shit, we got too much time. Too much time being wasted. This is what I will do. You know what? I'm gonna do this for you, and I'm gonna do this for you and Craig. Okay? I'll do this one time and one time only. All right? I'm gonna do this for you because I like y'all too much, and I want to watch my wrestling while I work. Let me see. I do want to watch my wrestling. Okay. All right. I got it queued up. because she's young and black. I mean, there's more to it than that. There's way more to it than that.
At reesewaters.com.
Means some of our skinfolk who definitely are not our kinfolk, such as Byron Donalds, who are going to continue to say that, like, I mean, the fact that you're sitting around talking about life was better under Jim Crow, like, is this because you don't understand history? Or literally it's because you married a white woman and so you think that whitewash you? I'm not really sure, like, what it is. But I need
Be married to a white woman.
correct. And it took Joy to call him out.
Oh, y'all remember that, right? When Joy Reid had to call him out for that very thing and make that same point?
During Jim Crow, could your family have existed? You are in an interracial marriage. Your wife is a white conservative activist. Could your family have existed at all during Jim Crow?
No, it could not, Joy. We all know that.
So you wanted me to support somebody who was Snow Bunny out. Okay. That's a red flag, number one.
I guess that's what he meant by during Jim Crow, the black family was together.
Oh, and that Jim Crow, we were together. We were together under Jim Crow. Flag number two. All right, you got one more.
Because they couldn't be with white people. I think that must have been because they had to be. They had no other alternative.
So I'm like, bro, like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you saying? Like, he just is out here. You know, I feel like they give him his talking points and he's like, yes, master, I got it.
Now I can see hearing they give you talking points and you say, yes, master, I got it. Hitting hard. But Byron Donalds, wasn't this you?
It's not just going to be that. I mean, when Americans see deportations or repatriations happen, they're going to be like, thank you. When they see the border closed, they're going to say, this is what I voted for. When they see peace starting to like break out again around the world.
You know what? I can't win with you. I cannot win with you, Ali. This is what I'm going to do for you. I want you to, this is the reason why I say I want you to come up, or I want you to put it in the back chat, or email me. Email me something that you want me to play for you. Therefore, I won't have to hear you complaining. All right? You've complained long enough. I want you to put in the back chat or either or email me what you want me to play. That's fair. Because quite frankly, you're complaining. You're complaining. I could put up 1,000 videos on Jasmine Crockett. It wouldn't even make a difference because they're going to call her what they're going to call her. That's why I don't do politics. What the fuck, yo? I don't do motherfucking politics. But I'm interested. I'm interested in this one person. This one person that I can like analyze and say, what is so special about this woman? And already, boom, you say, this is all you can find at Jasmine Crockett. What again? Can you provide me a video or an something of substance that says women are good in this or good in that? Can you find me a video? Because right now it's too goddamn hard. Because y'all are over the freaking place. You are. You're over the freaking. I bet you Bridge can find plenty of people or plenty of videos that I can analyze that I can put on here that's doing some good shit. I bet you she can find it. I bet you she can. But can you? That is my question. Now let me continue. Believe
they're going to be like, this is the stability that we were asking for. Daddy's back. So that's what you're going to see.
I mean, you said it. You called another man daddy. So, Daddy Massa, what do you want from me? I don't really see that. Why was she nominated for that? If anybody can make sense of this, it would be the Cartier family. This is utter racism and hypocrisy from Jasmine Crockett to say that Byron Donalds is whitewashed because of his wife's race. Absolutely nobody said that about Kamala Harris and her white husband and 2 white stepchildren. Now, this is why I went to the Cartier, why I love them so much, because they missed the point to such a degree that they make my point. We saw that when I addressed them directly, actually still talking about Jasmine Crockett, when she was talking about how efforts to diversify workplaces actually give people that are overqualified an opportunity to get positions that they should have gotten otherwise. And in making that point, said that Black women who are chronically underemployed are the most educated demographic in America. And what was y'all's response?
I just think I think her response to immediately go to pointing out how Black women are the highest earning demographic is completely relevant. That was the also the lowest, the least married, and the lowest earning, but no one ever brings those stats up. So you want to highlight the paper
exactly to miss the point to such a degree that you literally make my point. Now here's the thing. So you want to call Jasmine Crockett racist for saying that Byron Donalds is whitewashed because he has a white wife, and you use Kamala Harris as an example. Now I'm sure that Jasmine Crockett, somebody who was one of the chairs of her presidential campaign, is well aware of who Doug Emhoff is. So Kamala Harris, who ain't Black, married a white man. Now, first of all, and this is where the consistency. Married a white man. Ketanji Brown Jackson married a white man. And Don Lemon married a white man. AOC is pretend engaged to
Don Lemon. Ugh.
White man. And thank you for that litany of examples that prove my point. I could not thank you more for dunking on yourself. Something that I thought I emptied the clip on you in that past video. Just, fair, and equitable treatment of disenfranchised communities, mainly Black, but not always, who are with white partners. That is a club that I happen to be a member of, and I made a whole video. Go on down.
For Jasmine Crockett, Jasmine Crockett, someone's got to do something about her. She needs to be contained. Her arrogance and ignorance make national headlines every week, but her racism is unlike anything we've seen before from an elected official. She's so open about her feelings with no filter whatsoever. She's never condemned or disciplined by her own party, her own group, or anyone on the left, which continues to enable her, almost encourage her to say whatever she wants at all times.
Okay, so you went with arrogance and ignorance, right? Now this comes the same week as we got this from Lauren Boebert.
That's part of the evidence. It points to President Johnson's either incompetence or involvement.
Mr. Morley, I think you had something to add on that.
I think you're confusing Mr. Oliver Stone with Mr. Roger Stone.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's Roger Stone who implicated LBJ in the assassination of the president. It's not my friend Oliver Stone.
You know what, Craig? Something I am regretting now that I think about it. I tried, but now I regret it. You know what I'm talking about.
We got this from our Taylor Green.
Yeah. Anybody else? What country are you from? Okay, we don't give a crap about your opinion and your reporting. Why don't you go back to your country? We have a major migrant problem. And no. You should care about your own borders. No. Let me tell you something. Do you care about people from your country? What about all the women that are raped by migrants? No, by migrants. No, do you care? Okay, you're done. You want to know? I don't care about your fake news. Do you have a relevant question? Yeah, this is an American journalist. Thank you. I'm not answering her question because I don't care about her network. If you would like to ask, I can answer.
Complete disregard of operational security from the
This proves nothing because it only proves that she's a racist. That's the only thing it proves, but let me see. We'll go there.
That's just let me know. Just let me know. Byron Donalds was her latest target. Congressman from Florida. Maybe the next governor of Florida. Who knows? Byron Donalds is Jasmine Crockett's latest target. And she had plenty to say about his personal life after learning that Byron Donalds is married to a white woman.
You know, I feel like they give him his talking points and he's like, yes, massa, I got it.
Like, listen, Jazz, that's the most racist thing you can say. You can say a lot of
Here we go with the reverse racism.
things, but you're not allowed to judge people by the color of their skin. That's what we've been told. That's racism. African Americans have been pushing to stop that kind of rhetoric for 50 years.
Yeah, coons.
And who are you now to say Byron Donalds doesn't deserve to be in Congress because he's, what do you call him? Uncle Tom? Is that what you called him? Because he has a white wife?
Actually, it's Sambo. It's Sambo. It's not Uncle Tom.
No, I don't believe that she did. I think you just did that though. Yeah, I believe you just did that though. So congratulations. Are you gonna do yourself for Eric Bowling is racist? Is that the next segment?
He doesn't agree with your stance on immigration, with your stance on really anything. You're a horrible human being. You're a racist. You're the one who should be censored or thrown out.
Now, she's a horrible human being who's a racist and should be thrown out. Now, let me ask you this, because I've already addressed the nonsense of making this about Byron Donalds' wife when it's clearly about Byron Donalds. But let me ask you a question, Eric Bowling. Would this be racist?
This is Jasmine Crockett. She's vying to be the silliest member of Congress since AOC. She says crazy, racist stuff all the time, and it's a little trick. She tries to intimidate people with it. It often works. I wish she tried it around me sometime. It's not going to work, but when people start talking like this, it has a way of kind of shutting people up. It's an act of, it's a low-grade aggression.
Anybody who talks like this not to be taken seriously. It's not to be taken seriously. I don't take politics, and Ali has basically. I have no interest for it anymore. Thank you. I have no interest for it. I've tried and I tried and I tried, but if Lisa was not here, I would say fuck politics. Fuck Condoleezza Rice, fuck Jasmine Crockett, fuck all this shit. Because none of this make no fucking sense. His wings the same damn fucking bird. That's why I keep saying. But I want to give certain people a chance. If I look at your politics, if I look at your policies, I'll read it. And if it's something I don't like, if it's a majority that I do like and a majority that I don't like, I will always question the majority that I do not like. But if it's more of a majority that I don't like and they only have a few things that I do, then I'm just going to dismember myself from you. That's what I'm supposed to do, right? That's what I'm supposed to do as a human being, as a voter, because I vote independent. I vote nearly independent. You can shut your ass up, Craig, because I did you a freaking favor. All right. And you're welcome, by the way. You're welcome. You'll see when she comes back. I have a little something for her. If she comes back, I have a little something for her, and you can just go ahead and just pat me on the back. You can go ahead and pat me on the back. Yeah, like, share, and subscribe. Definitely like, share, and subscribe. And put some money on my books. Let's continue.
That's just aggression. Well, it's not okay. And neither is this. Violence. Violence against anybody, no matter what you look like. White, Asian, black, children. Any weekend in Chicago. Any weekend in Chicago, it's mayhem. It is absolute mayhem. It's fascinating. The shootings that take place, what makes the news, what doesn't make the news, who's responsible, who's not responsible. Take a mass shooting. You may have heard of one that happened in Georgia at a high school. Horrible. 14-year-old Colt Gray allegedly killed 4, injured 7. Just the worst thing, right? The worst thing. The father was arrested. Father wasn't there. That kid illegally obtained the guns.
Here over the left over these last years. He's just not been a part of it.
Well,
Look who's here. Do her. You can talk to me about to run to be the next governor of Florida.
But he actually had a response to Jasmine Crockett.
First and foremost, don't talk about my wife. Keep my wife out of this. Ain't got nothing to do with her. You can talk to me about policy anytime you want to. Secondarily, there was a couple of times on the campaign trail last year where I know I was booked to be on stage or to be in debate with Jasmine, and all of a sudden her schedule changed. She had a conflict, whatever the case might be. So if she wants to do this, if she wants to have that debate, I'm easy to find.
Now, are you intimating that she's scared of you? Is that? I mean, that's one possible explanation for it. It could also be she does not want to be in the same place at the same time as Byron Donalds. Like it could also she just is not that into you, bro. Like she's just. I have received that kind of treatment as well, and I'm sure you did because you wouldn't have gone to the Jamaican accent as a youth if you were received in any way better.
You know, you ain't got to look hard for me. You know, I'm 6'2". You can find me as pretty as. Number 3, and most importantly, this demonstrates, frankly, the racism in the Democrat Party. Because they don't have a problem when Kamala Harris is married to a white man, or when Ketanji Brown Jackson's married to a white man, as long as they subscribe to the politics of the Democratic left. As long as you do that, everything is fine. But if you're a conservative, but your spouse happens to be white or another race, then all of a sudden it's a problem.
He made the point actually a lot more directly than I did because Byron, I would like for you to explain to Laverne Spicer and Cartier family and Eric Bolling and Todd Starnes why just making the direct connection to Kamala Harris and everybody else they mentioned is foolhardy when this is about you. And you just admitted that it was about you. You just called all of their explanations nonsense. But go ahead.
This is the racism that occurs in the Democrat Party. I'm sick of it, tired of the BS. I tell any one of them who have a concern about me and what they think my views are, debate me. And if you don't want to debate me, Google me. There's plenty of information out there because I know that I have the facts. I have the information.
The only facts and information that you have is sucking up to the white man. Point blank, period, in the discussion. So what is there to debate?
I can back myself up. All they can do is throw out innuendos, throw out talking points. And the last thing I'll say about Ms. Crockett, and I'll leave it alone. Jasmine, I don't use talking points.
This your guy?
Nobody tells me what to say.
Fred, this is your guy.
Huh? You sure about that, Byron?
Hey, Craig.
Byron Donalds, Florida. Wow, that's nice to have you here. That's good. That
I
would be
almost
smart.
forgot. I almost forgot.
Ones and you Some that aren't quite so good.
McDonald's.
You sure guy?
That one is smart. You have smart ones and you have some that aren't quite so good.
You know what? Look at my African American over here. Look at him. And so I know how to deliver a message because I have facts, I have logic, I use economics, I don't get into hyperbole. So if you are concerned about some of the things that I say find a show. It could be whatever show you want to. We'll sit there and do it. We'll have a good time along the way, and you'll go ahead and be defeated very quickly.
Now let's see if exactly that is the case by McDonald's, because I appreciate you calling the rest of the right wing fans idiots for their response to this in bad faith, but specifically this idea that you don't subscribe to the politics, and so that's why they're coming after you, which she calls you whitewash. Let's
yeah, you did all that just to get where exactly? Underneath the thumbs? Are you? Is the brother mad because Donald Trump won't sit on his face? Oops, did I say that?
Let's look at the evidence, Byron Donalds. And I quote, "The wedding to Erica led to what seemed like..."
Whoa! Whoa! You know what? Black queens forever! Snow bunnies never.
A fast change in fortune for Donalds. When he left Tallahassee, he had nothing, Hall said. Less than a year later, he's living in a giant house. Both Donalds and his new wife work in finance. He, as a bank credit analyst, chief for a New York investment management firm. Things also changed politically for Donalds. Just a month after the wedding, he changed his registration to the Republican Party. I never talked about politics, but during my career, I got passionate about it because of a financial collapse in 2008, Donald said during a 2023 interview. He jumped headlong into the right-wing Tea Party movement, which was virulently opposed to the country's first Black president, Barack Obama. Donalds, who was then in his early 30s, began speaking at Tea Party rallies, playing to the older and almost exclusively white crowds with hardcore conservative messages.
What is, again, does anybody want to answer my question now? I've been asking this question for over 2 years now. What is so goddamn special about having white women underneath your freaking armpit? Jeez! God tap dancing age Christ! Can't you just answer my question? What is so beautiful of having a white woman underneath your black ass? Why can't you just answer me that question, please? Somebody.
At a rally in 2010, he gave a speech on the back of a truck with a sign reading, "No taxation with Marxist representation." That was from Byron Donalds' ex-wife. And by the way, Byron, she's still looking for her money for the divorce. That quickie divorce that she paid for. She's still looking to be paid back for that. A month. That's how long it took you to register for the Republican Party. So what you want me to do? Like, those are the facts. And here's another fact. She was somebody in Jasmine Crockett who spoke out for you when you wouldn't even speak out for yourself. Remember you hanging outside the Capitol, panhandling for biscuits while they were choosing the VP and then later the cabinet? Now, as far as the right wing is concerned, you guys are absolutely obsessed with Jasmine Crockett. You can see how they came like roaches to try and respond to this.
And those 401k people who are depending, those retirees, all of that, just talking plain speak with them. Look, when this nation used to go to war, people in this country would support the war effort with their materials at home and making things for weaponry and all that. We got to do 100% buy-in over this bumpy period. Just communicate.
Hey, Byron, I haven't seen you at the Black MAGA stuff. Are you trying to distance yourself from them? Huh? Because they could really use your help. They down bad. You should see the grammar LeBron Spice tweets. Hey, shout out to all of the subscribers and
Craig, you just need to stop nigga-splaining. It's all about the character. It's about everything. You don't introduce. First of all, you don't bring home someone who is willing to not only throw the baby out with the bathwater, but to throw you out entirely as a nation. We don't do that. A white woman can care less about who you are. If you have status, she'll roll with that. It's not about love. Have you found any rich white woman married to a broke black man? I'll wait. Have you found a rich white woman married to a poor black man? I'll wait. Have you found a rich white woman married to a poor black man? I'll wait. Has you ever seen Thurgood Marshall? Thurgood Marshall, the guy that Thurgood was taking the case, I believe he was fucking a white woman, right? And she got all distraught. She was paranoid. She was paranoid as fuck. It was like, oh my God, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get away. And the police pulled the guy over. And said, what you doing around here, boy, this late at night? So I'm driving. I work for this here person. Blah, 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 blah. And he ended up fucking getting away with it. She ended up distraught. And she was telling, calm down, calm down. And she just tore marks all over him and jumped all in the river. Now, when she jumped in the river, he got scared and he ran off. But she blamed all that drama on him. She blamed all that drama on him. Now, what does that tell you? He didn't get off unless Thurgood Marshall would have had assumed his excellence. Without that, he would have been electrocuted. Not electrocuted. He would have been hung. They didn't have electrocution back in the day. He would have been hung. His man parts would have been snatched off from him. Now, you mentioned Frederick Douglass, which is escapism, but I'm going to give you this. He was married to his queen, his black queen, for 52 fucking years. That means he was old as fuck, nigga. He was old as fuck by the time his wife died. Just like Nelson Mandela, who was in jail for 27 years. Old people ain't gonna hack it. Old people ain't gonna lead you to revolution. When you're that old, it's pretty much a wrap for you. What the fuck is you talking about, bruh? I believe you like white people to a default. That's what I'm starting to believe. What you trying to say? What you saying, Bridget? Those young Africans are dating elderly white women. What young Africans? What young Africans are you talking about? I don't know any young Africans that are dating white other than what's his name? Not Crunchy Black. What's his name? Michael Blackston. Is it Michael Blackston? I forgot what the brother's name was. You mother sucker. Have you noticed that black women finish your sentence, Lisa? Finish your sentence. They know white tears get black men in trouble. Oh yes. Crying Out Wolf, Tulsa, Rosewood. Do we not learn our lessons? Do we not learn our lessons? Obviously, we haven't learned our lessons yet. We haven't learned our lessons. What is so vaguely important to have a cave bitch in between our midst? Why do we have to? Does she have great coochie? What? Does she have greater coochie than the black woman? Why are we doing this? Why are we lying to ourselves? I will never understand it. I can never understand it. I can never he's gonna marry too. So what are you talking about? You know, in Africa, posing to them and everything, proposing to them and everything. How is coochie rated anyway? I would like to know. I would like to know, but you like D, so I assume that. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if you like that or nothing like that, which I know you're not. I know you're not like that, but the only person that can answer is Craig. But Craig wants to nigga explain. Like, what is so great? What is so great about white coochie, Craig? What's so great about white coochie? You and fucking Chaotic Truth should form a pack or something. You and Chaotic Truth both, because you and Chaotic Truth, boy, yeah. Even though he's allegedly married to a Nigerian, he be praising white coochie, boy. Woo! He be praising that white coochie. Now, I guess we can go a little overtime since I got nothing else better to do. We can talk about this nonsensical bullshit all day. I just need my question answered while y'all hit the like, share it, and subscribe it. Now, what does this Negro want? Didn't I just say I was pressed for overtime? What do you want?
This motherfucker.
What do you want? Say it! You there?
Yo, how you
there?
trying to come for the whole? Yo, you hear me?
You sound like you got something in your mouth or something. I don't know. You're all over it. Mic check.
Oh, what's going on? Yo, you hear me now?
Yeah, now it's clear.
I bet. Yeah, this nigga, man. So now your only beef with Brian Donalds is because he's with a white woman? It's not about nothing that he's saying, huh? So as soon as he's married to a
Other
white
than
woman, you just like
Jim Crow. Hold on. He said that Jim Crow was best suited for black folks. Paraphrasing.
It was. We had our own everything. Hardware stores. We was plumbers. We were electricians. We was everything.
Yeah, how'd that work out for us?
It worked out terribly because we integrated. What happened after we integrated? You tell me.
What happened after we integrated?
Yeah, what happened after we integrated? What happened after the white man said, "Yo, let's all come together. Forget about your black-owned business. Come work for our business. We'll make sure you have a job. We'll make sure you have benefits. XYZ." Niggas fell for this
So,
shit.
so Rosewood tore down because we integrated it.
Man, this fucking guy.
Tulsa, Oklahoma was destroyed because black folks decided to integrate the white people. Is that what you're
Yeah,
trying to tell me?
yeah. That's a good spin. I like how you spin that. That's a good spin. That's a good. That's a
Oh
very good. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? That's a good,
Spin
but
your
it's a common manipulation tactic.
spin your
I
ass
get it.
around back on downstairs. You
So
can do that.
in our times of America, what you're telling me is that we never had a time in America where we was doing okay.
Yeah,
That's basically what you're
not
telling
a
me
time
then.
in America, but when we were in Africa, we were doing fine.
No, we
We were doing
wasn't.
great.
But how can you prove that? You can't prove that. We was getting shipped by Africans to fucking America by Africans. The fuck you telling? What the fuck?
You
What are
know
you
we
trying
got
to tell me?
that's the only memory you have. Is that it? Is that the only memory? Whatever happened to this positivity shit? You know we had kings and queens in Africa. There were tribes amongst tribes in Africa. Dahomey, you remember Dahomey, right?
Yeah, that was thousands of years ago, bro. You way behind the game, bro. That was minimum
But
from
you gave me some.
1700s.
But you gave me something to look. But you wanted to give me something to look at. Well, what was that shit you were saying earlier? Something that you wanted me to look at. We could take it back to the 1950s, nigga.
Yeah, you're
Please.
talking. At that point, you was talking about how black men are talking bad about black women, as if it's such a big deal, as if black women haven't been talking bad about black men for the last 50 years. So we can't say
So
nothing back.
that's what
So
Malcolm
you're
was doing.
telling me. So you're telling me
That's
that.
what
So you're
Malcolm was
telling me
doing.
that. Hold on. So you're telling me that they was going on these talk shows and these news reporters were interviewing black women 50 years ago, 60 years ago. They were shitting on black men for 60 plus years. And as soon as we start clapping back 5 years ago, there's a problem now. Now there's a problem.
First and
So we don't.
foremost,
So we can't say nothing back. What you're telling me is
when
we can't say
are
nothing
we
back.
ever going to get over the simple fact that number one, it wasn't even internet back then.
It doesn't matter.
Wasn't even internet over the internet.
Exactly. That's my point. It was only the TV.
But what talk shows other than Donahue are you talking about that these women were complaining? First, it was white women who were complaining. It was white women who
Didn't
were
I tell
complaining
you
about
that?
their own men.
Didn't I tell you that?
I don't give a fuck about what white people say or what they think. What the fuck, nigga? You bringing me this bullshit? Are you seriously bringing me this bullshit about what white women think? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yes, because black women were marching. Black women were out here marching with white women, bro, for women's rights against black men.
A
So what the
percentage
fuck are you telling me?
of Negroes marching for their cause, all because they didn't have a right to vote back in those days. What the fuck are you talking about?
They had a right to vote, goofy.
You know who helped them give them
The
that right
fuck
to
you
vote?
talking about,
Marcus
nigga?
fucking Garvey. If it wasn't for Marcus Garvey, they wouldn't be having a voice.
This fucking guy, bro. What the
You
fuck
are
does
crazy.
Marcus Garvey have to do?
You really love white people that much.
Bro, you just don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I'll just keep it
Nigga,
real with you. You don't know
ride
what you're
dick for
talking
white
about,
people.
nigga.
You just
You're
ride
me,
balls for white people.
You're telling me right now that in 1960, black people didn't have the right to vote? They didn't have the right to vote. You're telling me that?
Have a right to vote. They didn't even have bank accounts.
They didn't.
They didn't have fucking bank accounts.
Yo, this nigga, bro. Yo, you. I don't know who. Is Umar telling you this, man? Because you gotta really sit down at your laptop and start clicking on some letters, bro. to start
What
finding
is
out what
so?
really fucking happened,
Answer
bro.
me my
Because
question.
niggas had the
What is
right
so
to vote,
special
nigga.
about white women?
Women had the right to vote, black and white. Period.
What
They had the right to
year?
vote,
What year?
bro.
What year? What year?
What
Tell me
what
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 year.
what 1919? You can look it up yourself. You got a computer in front of you, right, nigga? What is it?
Did
What
women
what
have rights? Did
what
women
was
have
it? The
rights to
19th
vote?
Amendment? What's the 19th Amendment? I think it's the 19th Amendment. Correct me if I'm wrong right now. Look it up. What's the 19th Amendment mean?
All those amendments. You mean tell me all those amendments were
19th
for
Amendment,
strictly
nigga.
for white men,
19th
white
Amendment.
women, or both?
Both women. Nigga, after the Civil War, we got our rights. That's the 13th Amendment, nigga. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? The fuck? We been voting, nigga. They was making it hard for us to vote, but we was still fucking voting. What's wrong with you, bro? We been voting.
Not all women gained voting rights.
Stop
under
it, bro.
the 19th fucking amendment. And I can prove that shit to you on a whim. 19 fucking 20. Thank you very fucking much. Not all women, maybe white women, but was it black women had a right to vote? Hell fucking no. So come to me with that bullshit, bruh. Why do you like white people so much? What is so special? What is so rich about a white woman that you would just disavow? There's not one particular black woman that you would say, oh, she's nice, oh, she's fine, oh, she's this, oh, she's that. You don't give black people no credit. No way. No fucking way. It's pathetic. It's literally fucking pathetic.
Nigga, black women were included in the 19th fucking amendment, bro. What the fuck are you talking about? Where did you get this from?
They didn't include black people until the 1960s. What the fuck is you talking about, dude?
Bullshit.
It even explains to you. I looked up 1919. Not all women gained writing votes. In 1920, I just explained it to you under the 19th Amendment.
What, in the South?
It don't fucking matter.
It does matter, bro. That was the whole point of the Civil War.
There's a reason why there was slavery. Even if from the North, who was controlled by the Ku Klux Klan, and the Ku Klux Klan didn't even come into the 1920s. There was nowhere you can fucking go. Slavery didn't end until 1865, but yet, violation after violation after violation. Do you know what I see when I see white women? I see Emmett Till. Explain to me what happened with Emmett Till. Can you explain what happened with Emmett Till?
Man, stop it. That had nothing to do with voting.
Can you explain to me what happened with Emmett Till?
That had nothing to do with voting.
Can you explain to me what happened with Emmett Till?
What does that have to do with voting?
Nigga, we're done with voting. You don't even I showed you the proof. You don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. Explain to me
I do.
Emmett Till. What happened with Emmett Till?
What does that have to do with voting, bro?
It's so special.
What does that have to do with voting, bro?
Time, I said I was done with it. I was done with it.
So you're done. You're done. So now you're done with voting. Now you're done with voting. Now you're trying to pivot.
Even Lisa just explained it to you. Even Lisa just pulled out a receipt on your ass.
What'd she say?
American women in the 1920s. Who was predominantly an American woman? The white woman. But the white woman was dominated by their own men. They were dominated. For some odd strange reason, there was a reason why white women were unhappy. Since you on this white women kick, there was a strange reason. Why would they want black women to tag along? Huh. Easy.
Y'all niggas, y'all niggas is stuck on that shit. Yeah, there was a lot of issues with voting when the 19th Amendment came out. That was for everybody. That was for all women.
That
But
was not for all women.
but it's the same shit that it's the same bullshit Democrats try to pull today. They try to act as if black people can't vote today, as if they're trying to make it hard for black people to vote the same way they did back in 1920s. They're trying to act like black people can't vote today, or they're making it harder for black people to vote because black people don't know how to work the internet. Black people don't have IDs, so they can't vote because they don't have an ID. That's the same talking points, bro. That 19th Amendment was for everybody. Even though the Klan came out and they made it hard for black people to try to vote, they try to intimidate black people not to vote, but black people still voted. The black men was out there voting because they were the ones that was brave enough to go out there and get beat and whipped to cast their vote. That's the difference. I'm not gonna have my woman out there in 1940 trying to vote, knowing that there's gonna be motherfuckers out there trying to stop us from voting. That's the difference. That's what you're trying to act like. Oh, it was no, bro, no. In the South, it was bad for black people trying to vote after the 19th Amendment, but we were still able to vote. Did you have the courage to go out there and vote?
So
That's
it
the
was
problem with
it
it.
was so easy. It was so easy for Harriet Tubman to go all the way up up north, just to do what? Vote, or worse, even have a job.
You just reversed it. You just reversed it about 70
No,
years.
because she was from the north. She was from the South, correct?
Yeah, and that was back in like what, 1862? We're talking about like the 1920s, bro. We're not talking about
It
1862.
all has a starting point.
That's
Craig,
irrelevant. That's irrelevant to the 19th Amendment.
Again, it all has a
Bro, the
starting
19th,
point,
bro, the
and
19th Amendment was in
it
the
all ends somewhere.
bro. The 19th Amendment was in the early 1920s, bro. You're talking about Harriet Tubman back in the
You said 1919.
1860s.
Now you don't go to the 1800s. Let me see. 19th
Nigga,
Amendment makes it legal to deny the right to vote. So,
for
but
women, specifically for women, bro. That was what, 1919, 1920? Okay then, bro. So, but at the same time, you're gonna have pushback. Do you understand pushback between a constitutional fucking amendment? Do you understand that difference, nigga?
so how many black women were voting back then?
We don't know. The numbers are gonna be skewed, but they had the ability to. But again, like I told you,
They had the ability. That doesn't mean that doesn't mean
again, bro,
they did.
again,
That
bro,
does not mean that they
again.
did.
This
It
fucking
doesn't mean
guy,
that
man.
they did. That doesn't mean shit. None of that means anything.
That was my point.
Nada.
That was my point. What the fuck you talking about? Doesn't mean nothing. That was my fucking
Now
point.
you're gonna flip
They
the
had the
fucking
right
over.
to vote. You told me in 1960 they didn't have the right to vote. They was fighting for the right to vote. They already had it. The fuck is wrong with you, nigga? Are you listening?
There's something wrong with you, bro. Something
This
is really wrong.
are you fucking listening, nigga?
You need to read between the fucking lines.
I told you the lines. The lines was
Just because it
intimidation.
happened in 1920, just because, let's just say they did have a right to vote, right? Let's just say that black people did. Let's just say they did have a right. Shut up. Let's just say that they have a right to vote, right? Let's just say they have a right to vote. How many? We don't even know the numbers, the exact numbers of how many black folks versus white folks that had the right. We're talking women now. We're not talking about the men. We're talking about women. How is it that they had just women voting and not men? That's another question for you. But we're gonna stand right here. Why? How is it that black women and white women were stick together in harmony and voting for what? What were they voting for? And what the specifics? Can you bring up a stat of how many black women were voting back then? Can you bring up a stat?
No, I can't. I don't even trust the stats that'll come up.
Okay, until you can figure that out, they didn't have a right. They didn't vote. Period.
That's irrelevant. No, that's irrelevant.
For obvious
That's
reasons.
irrelevant. That's irrelevant. You're right. You're right.
Reasons.
You're right. You're right. It is obvious reasons because I don't want my woman out there voting, trying to vote, and getting hosed down by a fucking fire hose or getting firebombed trying to fucking vote. I'm gonna keep my woman at home.
People back then. What are you talking about?
So you would have your wife out there trying to vote. So you would have your woman out there trying to vote in 1926. You would have your woman out there trying to vote.
I wouldn't even be in America.
This nigga, man, you ain't even trying to have a conversation, dog. You just running around in circles. You're not trying to have a conversation, bro. I asked you a simple question. If you was alive in 1924, 1920, would you have your woman? Hold on. Can I finish my question? Hold on. Hold on.
You ain't gonna do this on my motherfucking show.
Exactly. You don't want to have a conversation, man. You don't want to have a conversation.
There's a certain reason why
you don't want to have a conversation, bro.
Much.
You don't want to have a conversation, bro. You just want to vent.
I'm gonna tell you, fuck white people, dude. Fuck them.
Okay.
You are not white.
Okay, I know that.
There's
Thank you.
a fucking reason why they have these people not voting.
Why is that, bro? Why is that? You telling me I'm not white? Yeah, thank you. Thanks for the fucking news flash, because I didn't fucking know that when I woke up this morning. But I appreciate you reminding me, buddy.
You have a certain fucked up mentality about yourself, dude, because there's not one thing you have said about black women, not yet, that you haven't even said anything positive about a black woman. Not one. It's fucking ridiculous, dude. Why do you
I don't have to. I take care of the black woman that's in my family. That's what fucking matters. I just went to a fucking
That's all that matters to you.
The fuck you talking about?
That's all that matters to you.
Yes,
okay,
nigga.
You do. Wait, let's give him a hand. That's what you're supposed to do.
Thank you. Yeah,
that's what you're supposed to do, my guy.
Yeah, I really appreciate that.
You're supposed to do.
Exactly. So I'm doing what I'm supposed to do.
That's your duty.
Exactly. That's right. I'm doing what the fuck I'm supposed to do.
But you can't care for anybody else. Don't even talk to me about protection then. Don't even talk about protection.
Protection of what?
Because niggas been doing this for a very, very fucking long time. Any black woman gets attacked, we own that ass. Period. Point blank.
No, we're not. You ain't there. You ain't there.
What?
You ain't there. You taking care of your family.
Crazy. You ain't there, bro. Crazy.
You ain't there, bro. You taking care of your family.
I have plenty of fucking stories, my guy.
Stop it, bro.
Plenty of them. Even around my fucking neighborhood.
Stop it, bro.
Because you don't fucking do it. You don't have to criticize. You don't have to criticize me because you don't do it.
Stop it,
crazy.
Stop.
You are crazy. You are literally crazy.
You ain't there, bro. You're taking care of your family, bro. That's what you're doing. So honor that.
That's my job. That's my duty.
Exactly. As individual, listen. You ain't trying to listen, bro. You just trying to talk.
Other black women. That's my other job. Yes, it is.
Bro. If that woman is not in your family, bro, it's not your obligation. It's that man's obligation in that family to take care of her.
Why have meetings? Why have all these meetings? Why even connect with one another, my guy? Why are we even having these conversations?
It's not your responsibility, bro. That's not your responsibility. That's the responsibility of that man and that family, bro.
Why would MLK suffer and die for all of us to live? Why would Martin Luther King? Why would Malcolm X do the exact same thing? Why would Medgar Evers? Why would we waste our time, man? Why would we waste our time?
This nigga just called me Martin Luther Coon, and you talking about Martin Luther King now?
You
just called me Martin Luther Coon.
You are a motherfucking coon, and you my coon. How's that? You my coon. How's that?
You don't get it, bro. But that's cool. You don't get it. But that's cool.
I gotta keep most of you motherfuckers around for a reason.
bro, you don't get it, but that's cool. I'm not obligated to anybody else but my family, bro. That's it. I take care of my family, the women in my family. That's who I take care of, and I expect the nigga next door to me, to the left, to take care of his family. I expect the nigga next door to me to the right to take care of his family. And if we all do the same, we're all good. Period. That's who I own my responsibility
You know what
to.
you just named? You know what
I'm
you
not
just
flying.
named? You named a community.
Listen,
numbnuts.
I'm not okay.
You
then
named a whole community, which means you have an obligation to taking care of another man's seed. That's what you obligated yourself to.
No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. I'm not taking care of nobody else's seed
Then
that
don't
he
call yourself
refuses
a
to take
community.
care of.
Then don't call yourself
Nope.
a community.
Nope. Nope.
Don't call
Nope.
yourself a community.
Nope. Unless that's
You're
my
lost.
man's.
You are so
Nope.
lost.
Nope. Nope.
You are so lost.
Give me an example of that. Give me an example of that, and I'll give you an example of that when you're
I can
done.
give you okay, fine. I have a son, right?
Yep.
He's 15.
Okay.
You go on ahead. You have a daughter who is 12 years old. He might have an obligation to do something to your daughter. Whose responsibility is that other than mine? It's yours too.
If something happens to you, yes.
So again, so you have an obligation to protect what's mine, and I have an obligation to protect what's yours. It's called
If I know you
for a reason, my nigga.
If I know you, that's why it's called godparents.
Regardless.
That's why it's called godparents. Don't you have a godfather for your son and your daughter? Or a godmother for your son or your daughter? My godmother just passed.
Okay, you can add that, but that's not what you. But that's not what I'm saying.
That's the whole point of a godmother and a godfather.
If you're living next door to me, I have an obligation to look after your kids. I didn't say babysit. I didn't say babysit.
Okay, so I'm supposed to just travel around the whole fucking country trying to take care of every fucking family.
Okay, no. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. We're going to stick right here. No. We're going to stick right here, my guy.
So if I see something that happens online hold on. Can I say something? So if something happens, if I'm watching YouTube or Twitter or whatever, and I see something happen to a black woman, I'm automatically fucking obligated to fly across the fucking country and take care of that family. Are you fucking retarded?
You saying flying across the country? I'm sticking to the point right here. You want to fly across the country? That's on you. But I'm sticking to this.
But you're still trying to hold me. You're still trying to hold me accountable.
No. You just said no.
I did because I'm not flying across the country to take care of some fucking families that some fucking pookie ran away from. That's not my responsibility, bro. It's not. My responsibility is my fucking family, bro. And every man should do that. Period. And you're not even holding men accountable for that.
Your family. You said your family. You didn't mention mine. You didn't mention my family.
I told you, bro. You can have a kid today and say, "Yo, I want you to be the godfather." I'm automatically obligated if I accept that. If I accept that from you, I'm obligated.
Okay, well, what about the next guy? Remember
the next guy. What happens?
Huh?
What happens? He goes on the internet and says, "Yo, I need help." Okay, I'll send $50, $100. That's cool. I've done that before. You wonder why I don't? You wonder why I don't give you money?
Why do you keep going back to the internet? Why do you keep going back?
Bro, let's go back to what you just said a few seconds ago, bro.
I said,
if I see somebody,
you know what community means, man.
If I see somebody that needs help, I help as much as I can.
That's what I meant. But I'm going by what you said.
Obligated,
unless you're gonna change your words around.
I'm not obligated. I'm not obligated. I'll help if I can help, and I've helped. I've given money to niggas. I don't just fucking throw cash apps out there like it's fucking like I'm at the fucking strip club, goofy. I help niggas that need help. If you're struggling, you come online and I've been fucking with you for a while. You like, yo, I'm hurting. I'm gonna send you some money. I don't just fucking throw money out
Well,
like a
that's
fucking
kind of funny, Craig,
dumbass.
because you haven't sent me a dump. You haven't sent me a
Cause you
dime
don't
yet.
need it. You
I
don't need
don't
it.
need it.
Exactly. So why the
Even
fuck you asking for
even if
money
I
if you don't
said,
fucking need
even
it?
if I said, Craig, give me $1.
I'm not gonna give you
Really?
shit.
See what I mean?
You exactly, nigga. You got a job. You're not in dire straits.
But how about just giving just to give? I do it. I do it all the time.
I give to people who fucking need.
No,
I've been
okay,
hungry.
but how about just giving just to be giving?
No.
It's called a gift for a reason, numbnuts.
No.
What? Oh, okay,
No.
okay, okay.
No.
All right,
No.
cool.
No.
Got you.
No.
I got you.
No.
I got
If you need help, and I see that you need help, I'm gonna fucking help. That's what I do. I've been doing it for fucking years, bro. If you need help and you actually need help, I'm not subscribe to the channel, hit the cash app, pay for my coffee. Nigga, you're fucking able-bodied, dog. Go get your own fucking coffee. I'm not gonna
This is
just
called
hand you money for
content.
nothing.
Hey,
That's
doofus,
fine.
you don't
That's
recognize
fine,
this,
bro.
this is called content.
That's
You don't
fine,
have
bro.
to,
That's
you don't have
fine,
to
bro.
give you when you want to.
Bro,
I'm not gonna force you to do
you're that,
something that you don't want to do.
if you're that, bro, you're supposed to give to people in need. That's not a need, bro. That's a
It's
want.
called content. Everybody,
That's called
doofus,
that's called a
everybody
want.
fucking does that.
No, that's called a
Everybody
want.
does that.
It doesn't matter if everybody does. If everybody fucking jumps off a bridge, are you gonna be next, nigga? I'm not. You go ahead and do it if you want, nigga. I'm not.
Gift. They don't have to give.
They don't. So why you constantly asking me to give? And when you don't need it, you just want it.
You think I'm being serious about it?
I'm just giving that as an example. And I gave you an example of how I give. I give to people who need, bro.
Okay, that's
who
you.
actually
That's you.
need.
Great. Okay, great. That's you. Congratulations.
Okay, then that's my point.
You're saying
You trying to
that's
sit here and
totally
act like,
irrelevant.
if people giving content, you should just give them money for what? They're giving content on their own recognizance. They don't have to do that. But if somebody's fucking struggling, they've been out of work for 2-3 months and they're scraping by, fucking throw them a couple
don't
hundred.
have to give. As a matter of fact, they just show support by just showing up. That's all they gotta do.
That's what I do.
I'm not. Dude,
That's what I do.
not me. This is a hobby. All the rest of them Negroes, they do this for a living.
You're mixing it up, bro.
But this is a bad investment
you're
anyway.
mixing it up, bro. You're mixing it up, bro. You're mixing it up.
I'm not.
My point.
Stop
my
all
point.
that shit.
My point was very clear, bro. I don't give money to people who want. I give money to people who need. I'm very simple with that.
And
if I see somebody that's struggling,
fine. You're
I'm gonna give them because they
horse.
need
I
it.
just said fine. Fine.
So why was you arguing with me a second about?
I
You just arguing with me about it though.
I didn't force you about anything. Nothing.
You was just arguing with me about giving people shit because I'm a content creator. I don't give a fuck. There's a million content creators out here.
I don't know what you're listening to, but my God, we need to send you to a doctor because them ears is not working. I mentioned community. I said if someone is in trouble, we're talking about based on kids alone. I am obligated to protect your kids from certain danger, just like you're obligated to protect my kids from certain danger. I was on that. I don't know how
that's exactly. And what you're saying right there is like it's an impossible feat because there's always somebody that's in danger. That's why I mentioned godfathers and godmothers, because when you as We-On-Loc who has kids, you're gonna look to your closest friend and say, yo, bro, if something happens to me, can you take care of my kids as their godfather? And whoever you give that task to, they say, yeah, I got you, bro. That's when you're obligated. But this shit happens so many times. But you think there's not a kid out there right now struggling? How the fuck am I gonna find that kid and be obligated to take care of them? How? It's impossible. It's impossible. I can see
You
10,000
have
fucking nigga. I can see 10,000 posts a day about
21,
kids needing money.
22,
How the fuck am I
23
gonna how am I gonna help
square
everybody?
feet. Lisa, do you know what absolutely what I'm saying? Bridget, do you know
Fuck.
absolutely what I'm saying?
But you're not
Like,
making any
you
sense,
have
bro. You're not even practical
24
about it.
square feet
You're not
of
even
land,
practical. Get practical first. Get practical first.
right?
Then we can have a
You
conversation,
go
bro.
around the corner. I used to go around the corner from my house. Someone jumped out the fucking window, glass broken and everything. What do? We called the police because obviously the guy was drunk out of his mind. We smelled the booze on him, and he had glass all over his back, which means he had cuts. We called the police and we called the ambulance. The ambulance came and took his drunk ass to the hospital. Another scenario. Someone lost their child. So we scattered all over looking for this lost child. You know where he ended up? At the neighbor's house. But there was more than, I would say, more than like 8, 9, 10 of us. That's what I mean when I say we're obligated to your child. That's what I mean. It's nothing else. Nothing else that we want to work on. Nobody. But it seems like it's
That's
a little bit
obvious,
much.
bro. You're pointing out the fucking obvious, bro.
What I was talking about. I wasn't even talking about anything else.
No, bro. The way the conversation started, bro, you're insinuating as if every black man is obligated to every black family. That's
They are.
impossible, bro.
They are.
That's impossible. That's impossible, bro.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't.
There's tens of millions of black families all across the fucking world. There's no way that we can all be responsible for each other.
Yes,
that's
and
when
guess
community
what?
comes
Their
apart.
community is
That's
their
when
community.
godparents come
Their
apart. That's
community
when
is
your
their
neighbors,
community.
each
Over
one
here
teach
is
one.
their community
Help
over
your
here.
neighbor.
That's what
treat
I
your neighbor the
mean.
way you want to be treated. That's what that comes down to, bro.
Treated how I want to be treated.
No. Treat your neighbor the way you would want to be treated, bro. Yes, treat your neighbor the way you would want to be treated, bro. Period. If one of my neighbors needed help, oh, my kid this, my kid that, we're neighbors. We been neighbors. We good. I bet. Don't even worry about it. You need some sugar? Cool. Here you go, nigga.
Man, it all depends. It all depends.
And now it all depends. Jesus Christ.
All
You can't make
ain't
this
all
shit up.
skin man. Skin folk.
Oh my God. What I've been saying for fucking years. Now this nigga wants to say it. You can't figure,
When
y'all
did you
pro
ever
black
say
niggas,
that?
bro.
When did you ever say that?
I've been said that. I don't trust every black person. I've been told you that. You know that. Now all of a sudden, all skin folk ain't kin
I
folk.
haven't, but the difference is I did not get to that yet.
Since when, nigga?
No, I haven't knocked it to that yet.
Yo, this nigga, you all over, bro. Like I told you before, man. You don't realize how good you have
I
it.
haven't knocked it to none of that yet.
You don't realize how good you have it in life, bro. You really don't. You really don't, bro.
What does that mean?
You really don't. There's
Well,
people
no.
struggling. There's black people struggling right now all over the fucking world, bro. And you good. You online talking shit, acting like everybody's supposed to do this and everybody's supposed to do that, and black people this, black people that. Motherfuckers is struggling about learning how to eat.
For another as a black community.
Fucking spoiled, man. Y'all pro black niggas make me sick sometimes, bro. I swear, man. Y'all don't realize how fucking good y'all have it,
you
bro.
still haven't answered my question yet.
You never asked the question, nigga.
What is so good about white coochie? What is so good about that white coochie?
Nigga, white coochie, black coochie, it's the same shit. That's what you don't realize. The only difference between white coochie and black coochie is
we'll
culture.
agree to disagree.
That's it. It's the same shit, bro. You never even fucked a white bitch. How the fuck you know?
Disagree on that.
How would you know? You tell me. How would you know? You tell me what's the difference.
Because I dated a white woman before when I was 19.
Did you fuck her?
Hell fucking yeah, I did.
Okay then. So you tell me there's no difference between white coochie and black coochie.
No, that's not it wasn't the same. Hell no, it wasn't the same. Hell, motherfucking no, it wasn't the same.
So what was the difference between it from your point of view?
I was getting pussy from her.
Okay.
I had nowhere at that time. I had nowhere to go.
Okay.
I got kicked out. I got kicked out of my house, and the only place I had to go was her house.
I'm not asking about that. I'm asking about the coochie. What was the difference between the coochie? That's why I'm not asking where you was trying to go and what happened with this and that.
It was no feeling. It was no, I love you. No, I miss you. No, none of that. No feeling.
But you still got hot enough to hit it though.
Hell,
Alright then, nigga.
You horny, you horny. Shit. You horny, you fucking horny.
Alright then, nigga.
That don't mean shit.
My point exactly, nigga. Pussy's pussy, bro. It's the same shit, bro.
No, when you get pussy from a white woman, you're basically, if you're that much in love, which I wasn't, if you're that much in love, you're gonna feel something for that woman. I didn't feel shit. Nothing. Nada.
I'm not asking about feelings, nigga. I'm asking about the pussy. Ain't nobody asking about feelings, nigga.
This is the problem with you niggas. You have no correlation, no nothing.
I'm not gonna talk about feelings and shit.
Having intimacy with a woman, you have no correlation whatsoever.
Okay, so what does that have to do with?
It has everything to do with it.
Okay, so like I said earlier, the only difference between white coochie and black coochie is culture. Did you hear that part, or did you just ignore it because you have this fucking desire to be right?
No. It has nothing to do with fucking culture.
It has everything to do with culture.
It
has everything.
For me, okay, let's just say it does.
It has everything to do with culture.
All right, let's just say it fucking does. So you would basically give your everything, your love, your passionate, your soul to this white woman versus a black woman who knows everything about your struggle, everything that you've gone through as a black man, everything. Pretty much she's your soulmate versus a woman that I have no correlation about this white woman whatsoever. It's like we don't have anything in common other than probably fucking in comic books. What do we have in common? I didn't struggle with you. You weren't slaves with me. As a matter of fact, you was the fucking driver.
Motherfucker, man. This nigga talking about I wasn't a slave. I wasn't a slave with nobody. The fuck are you talking about, nigga? I wasn't there. It was 20 years ago, Goofy. I wasn't there. The fuck you talking about?
I was giving an example, nuts.
Yeah, you was giving an example through 4, 5, 6 different generations, nigga. I wasn't there, nigga.
Okay.
What the fuck are you talking about? You wasn't a slave with me. I was never a fucking slave, nigga. The fuck are you talking about?
Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question. I'm gonna ask you a question. Let's have some fun with it. Would you date Iggy Azalea or would you date Meg Thee Stallion?
Depends on the character of both of them. I'll probably smash both of them on a given night. But who am I gonna stay with? It depends on their character, bro. Period. Depends on they both could be crazy as fuck, and I'll walk away from both of them. I'm only gonna stay around the ones. See, that's what I'm saying. Black Queen, exactly. Until you get a bullet in the fucking head while you're sleeping, like Homeboy just got in Philly. Staying with a Black Queen. Oh, Black Queen's forever. Click, clap, pow. Niggas dead.
How often does that happen?
Happens a lot.
It happens a lot.
Yeah. That's why black women are getting locked up year over year. It's going up because they stay committing crimes. It's going up. The fuck?
This nigga is scared as shit.
This motherfucker, bro. You got lost in the sauce with this pro-black shit, bro. You're not even looking at reality correctly.
You ain't gonna turn me colonizer. No. Hell no. I'll die. I'll die where I'm at. I will die where I'm at. I'm good, man. I'm
Nigga,
fucking good.
you've been married to the same chick for 15 years. You don't have a dog in the fight. Don't you realize that?
She came from the same community that I came from.
Okay,
Sir.
congratulations, nigga. I told you that already. Congratulations. That's why I told you. Why the fuck are you worried about shit that you're not even involved in? This has nothing to do with you.
We did something. We actually care for others. That's what we do. I mean,
okay,
congratulations.
It's
the exact same thing with her church, even though her church does some other crazy shit. But we came from those particular churches who actually gave a shit about other communities. You know?
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to drill into your fucking head. But
what you're trying to drill into my head is that any black woman is a good black woman for me, and that's not the truth.
I never said that. Now, did I?
You just said you just mentioned Meg Thee Stallion is a good fucking woman for me. A woman that lied on a black man and got a black man thrown in a fucking white prison, bro.
Even though you said
it
first.
What you just said?
Even though
did you realize
said
what you just said? Hold on. Did you realize what you just said?
Who did you want me to name?
You mentioned Meg Thee Stallion.
I said let's have some fun with it. I said let's have some fun with it. You wanted me to be serious now?
Okay, so let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. Now let me get my part. Let me get my point of view on that part. Okay, you mentioned Meg Thee Stallion.
Right.
I said either one is good for me. I'll hit both. Whoever got a better character is the one I'm gonna stay with.
Okay.
And your response was Black Queens forever, Snow Bunnies never. Your example was a black woman that lied on a black man and got him locked up in a white prison.
Allegedly.
That was the best fucking example that you gave, bro.
Allegedly. We don't know the details.
No, it's not allegedly, bro. There was no DNA on the gun from his part. The DNA was the woman that was with Meg's friend. The DNA was all over the gun from her friend, not from Tory. He got railroaded. Everybody knows that. If you looked at the case for 10 minutes, you'll know this nigga got railroaded. So your best example is a black woman that lied on a black man and got him thrown in a white prison. That's the best example you can give,
that
bro.
That doesn't give me an excuse to move away. That's the point. I'm never moving away. If that's the bad example, right? There are 7 million other black women. 7 million other black women that I can choose from. I can snatch up out the air and I can say she is mine.
No, you can't. You really can't. You're surrounded by who you're surrounded by. That's your choice. Again, like I said 1,000 times, you don't realize how lucky you are. You don't realize how lucky you are, nigga. That's sometimes that's how it is. Some people don't realize how lucky they are.
You can get with the program if you like. We're going to be here for you if you like. Get with the program, bro.
What program, nigga?
Bro, dude, it ain't nothing but darkness over here.
I know.
Ain't nothing but blackness.
I know ain't nothing but darkness, nigga. That's why I left that pro-black shit alone. That should just lead you into the darkness, nigga.
Pro-black. Why do you keep calling it pro-black? What is this pro-black shit?
Because that's what it is, nigga.
We need to stop all these fucking labels and shit. I never called it pro-black for any reason.
Nigga, you just found out who. You just found out who Umar was a few years ago. What, 2018? I knew who he was in 2012.
No, 2010. Actually, 9. Actually.
Come on, man. You said the other night, 2018.
I never said
you first started fucking with him.
2018
or 17 or some shit. It was recently, bro.
You mean I interviewed him in 2020, I think.
Well, you met him in 2017, right? That's when you first met him. You first learned about him.
I first learned about him in 2010 at Black and Nobel, when he spoke at Black and Nobel in New York. That's when I
Oh,
noticed.
I remember you
Fucking
saying a little later than that, but okay,
Professor
I'll take your word on it if you're gonna say that.
First, he was speaking at Black and Nobel. First, it was Professor Griff, then it was Taj Tariq Bey, and then it was Dr. Umar. And Professor Griff is more raw, in my opinion, a little bit more raw than Umar is, but that's beside the point. But I'm not gonna jump no fucking fence. You're nothing but black over here, baby. You need to get with the program over here.
Okay, I'm not mad at you about that. You talking like I'm with a white woman, nigga.
Well, come on,
What I'm saying is I don't give a fuck who you with.
Over here, brother. You should know me by now.
You just don't get it, bro.
You should know me by what do I don't get it?
I get it.
What
I
I
understand
do
how it
get
goes, though. I
is
understand
it.
how life goes.
You know what I do get? And I admitted to this earlier. If you were not listening, I said there are a lot of, and I was arguing with, and again, you didn't give me a thank you. You didn't even give me a thank you that I took away a wrench.
You talk what?
I just dislocated her wrench. Ali's wrench. She's too much.
Yeah, it took you that long to figure that out. What the fuck, nigga? That was my whole point from the jump. As soon as the black woman come in here and start fucking stroking your ego, you throw her a fucking wrench. Like all black women are the same.
So
nigga,
you
Ali don't give a fuck about you, nigga.
You ain't gonna give me my kudos?
Kudos, nigga. It took you long enough, but congratulations, you finally dropped your nuts, nigga. Congratulations. It's about fucking time, bro. Like, damn, bro. That don't mean I'm gonna go and time her out. I don't give a fuck. Let that bitch say what the fuck she wanna say. My point from the jump with her was you sitting there acting like they all the same. Ali don't give a fuck about black men. You see what she was saying in there in the comments about when a woman comes up, when a woman cop comes up, pops a nigga. She's like, yeah, she's with that type of shit, bro. You acting like they all the same. That whole black queens forever, snow bunnies never. I don't give a fuck if it's a snow bunny, an Asian bunny, a motherfucking Arab bunny, nigga, whatever bunny that's gonna be side by side with you, man, and make sure that your family good.
You know what? I'm gonna be I'm such in a good mood. You know, I'm gonna hook you up with a robot. They'll do any and everything that you want. ain't no way to. If you want them to be black, they'll shade down and they'll turn black. If you want them,
it don't
Asian,
matter, bro.
Asian.
It don't matter, bro. You confused. My point is, you and your crew of these pro-black, Pan-African, FBA. I include all y'all niggas in the same boat. Y'all niggas act like as if. Hold on. Y'all niggas act as if all black women are the same and they all care about us. My point is, no, they don't. Treat them accordingly. Find out who they are, what they're about, and then you move along. You don't just, oh, she's black. Oh, she said, yeah, black men are this, black men are that. Ooh, I'm going to throw her a wrench. No, you find out who these people are. Black or indifferent. You said it yourself. All skin folk ain't kinfolk, nigga. But you don't live by that. Yes, I did. I've been saying that to you for a couple years.
I agree.
I've been saying that shit for a while, nigga. And you give me grief about it. And you give me grief about it. And you call me, oh, you love white folks. I say all skin folk ain't kinfolk. You love white folks. How the fuck does that mean I love white folks?
You do. But you praise more people who love those who are in position, or technically not in position to be in white hands. That makes no sense. Brian is the perfect fucking example. He thought he was going to get in a position to get around Donald Trump, and look where he's at right now.
He's not around Donald Trump. He doesn't want to be around Donald Trump.
Bullshit.
He's trying to be the next governor of Florida. He's not trying to be in that nigga's cabinet. Why do you think he's not in the cabinet? Why do you think Vivek Ramaswamy ain't a part of the cabinet no more? He left. He said, "Yo, I'm going back to Ohio. I'm trying to be the fucking senator of Ohio."
How's that
The
working
fuck?
for him so far?
Nigga, the midterms ain't up for like another 18 months. Fuck you talk about, nigga?
How's that
What you
working
know
out for him?
about what the fuck, nigga? This nigga, yo, for a nigga that don't know nothing about politics, bro, you're very confident in your ignorance.
I told
You're
you
extremely
from
you're
jump.
extreme.
I don't
I know,
give
but
two
you
fucks about
don't
politics.
exactly, but
But I
you're
told you what I said. I said this
confident in your
verbatim.
ignorance, bro.
I want to learn about Jasmine Crockett, and you said
No, you
Jasmine
don't.
Crockett ain't good for nobody.
No, you
Huh?
you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. You know you don't. You don't want to
Yes,
learn
I
about
know.
nobody within politics, bro. You don't.
Lisa
You don't.
was the first person that introduced me to Jasmine Crockett. I don't even know who this lady
Exactly.
was.
Exactly. And that's the only reason why you're not going
But
against her
I
or trying to learn
see.
anything about her. It's because you don't want Lisa to come down on your neck because you're afraid of her. Period.
No,
You're afraid of
we had talked about.
what Lisa's gonna say.
Hey, we
You're
had talks
afraid of what
about
Lisa's
this
gonna
all
say.
the time.
You scared about
We've
what
had
Lisa's
talks
gonna
about
say, nigga.
endless talks about Jasmine Crockett. Have we not, Lisa? Have we
Stop
not?
it, bro.
We've
Stop it,
had
bro.
countless talks about this woman. I was like, I
Irrelevant.
don't know about this one. I don't know. And I was like, let me give her a shot. And y'all
And you
niggas coming out the woodwork, she's no good for this. She's a white.
okay,
I haven't even studied
so
this
she's been
woman.
giving you the game.
Who?
She's been telling you about Jasmine Crockett, huh?
Very little
What
information.
what
So that's
state
the reason why I'm looking her up.
what state is she what state does she represent?
Texas.
Oh wow, I'm surprised you knew that. I'm surprised you knew that. Cause you obviously ain't been doing no research on her. Obviously, you just
I
take
know she.
whatever
I know one
whatever
thing.
Lisa says.
She did lie.
Whatever
She
Lisa
did lie
says,
that she
okay,
wasn't
I'm
married.
going with it. No, she's not married. Allegedly, she's a lesbian.
No, she did say she was married. Or she hinted
She ain't
that she
married,
was.
nigga. She ain't married, nigga.
You said
She
the
ain't, she,
sex thing about. Get the
she ain't
fuck.
married, nigga. Everybody knows that.
Look at the fucking comment. Look at the comment. Look at the comment.
Nigga.
We talk about
ain't
Jasmine
married.
Crockett all the fucking time. If I want to learn about somebody, there's a reason for that. Other than that, I ain't gonna waste my time with it.
So why are you pumping her?
I'm not. How am I pumping her?
Bro.
I don't
Why
know
you keep
enough. I do not
defending
know
her,
enough
bro?
about this woman. I don't know.
So
All
if
I
you
know
don't
is
know
she's
enough,
from Texas. That's all. I don't
so if you don't
know.
know enough about, so if you don't know enough about her, why are you defending her so hard?
How am I defending her?
Unbelievable.
How? This is
This
insane. It's like I got accused of many things in my life, but this is ridiculous. What have I defended her on?
Bro, all you do every time
I've accused her more than I've actually defended her. Actually,
what you accuse her of? What the fuck you accuse her of?
when I said when she said something about black men getting over five G's, right? She said it was bad for it was bad for black folks because of the I guess they didn't have the capabilities of having a job or some shit verbatim or whatever she was talking about, and people got on her ass about that.
Yeah, because black men are fucking are bums in her eyes. Black men aren't capable in her eyes. Yeah. And why would she want money going to the black community when they can go right into her bank account?
I don't want that shit going into my bank account. What the fuck? I got bills to pay.
Exactly. That's my point. He's a fucking traitor to the
you
black
said,
community.
but you said I've defended. Defender on what? What have I defended on?
You can't say nothing bad about her.
What did I defend her on?
Anytime that I say something bad about her, as far as her working for her white daddy, you come in and be like, "Oh, you just hate black women." What? Make sense of that.
That part is irrelevant. What specifically
That
did
is
I
relevant. It's completely
defend
relevant to the case.
her about? What issue? What issue did I defend her on? I'm trying to think. It ain't nothing.
Yeah.
It ain't nothing to politics. Ain't nothing. It ain't
No,
nothing to
you're right. You're right. It's you know what it is? It's identity politics because she's a black woman. Period. She's a black woman, so I'm supposed to automatically bow down because she's a black woman.
Craig, Locke has no need to be scared of me.
You scared to
Locke
death.
has no need to be scared of me. This is
Nigga
the
scared to
YouTube
death.
world.
Nigga scared to death.
Of her? No, I'm not scared of her. As a matter of fact, she probably gonna call me after this.
Exactly. And you're like, oh shit, you gonna see that? You gonna see her name pop up on your phone, and your heart's gonna sink because you're gonna be like, oh shit, mama's calling to yell at me.
She would be the only mama that I have. It's my previous mama. My previous mama.
That's my point. You gonna be she gonna call you. Oh no, Jasmine's this, Jasmine's that. You gonna say, oh yeah, Black Queens forever. Nobody's never. And watch, we gonna find out in a couple years. She gonna be with a Spanish woman or Asian woman, or she gonna be one of those BLM members, one of the BLM lesbian members, with a black woman stealing from niggas. Same old
You know
shit,
what?
bro.
I would not be surprised. I wouldn't be shocked.
Shit, nobody would be shocked.
That's what I said. I was like, I don't know nothing. I don't know much about. I don't even know much about. I didn't know much about Ross Perot. I didn't know anything about no goddamn Ross Perot. But I was sitting there, literally sitting there with my father, going, "Hey, Ross Perot, I'm gonna vote for him." I didn't know no better. I didn't know who these people were. I didn't know who Crockett was. I didn't know who Bill Clinton was. I didn't know none of these people. But as I gotten older, or Barack Obama too, but as I gotten older, and I started reading into some issues, like for example, Kill Kirkpatrick. Kill Kirkpatrick was the ex-mayor of Detroit. So he got caught up in that fucking scam or whatever of women that he was purchasing.
You talking about the one that Donald Trump pardoned?
Kill Kirkpatrick? Kwame Kill Kirkpatrick. The mayor of Detroit.
Yeah, the one that Donald Trump pardoned.
Oh, so he did pardon him. Oh, good for him.
The racist white boogeyman. Yep. Continue.
Okay, so let me ask you something. Is he Republican or Democrat?
Just keep going. It don't matter.
It matters to me, but either way.
What does it matter? Aren't you independent?
I'm very much independent.
So what does it matter?
Until I found out what had happened, I said, nah. I gotta start reading. I gotta start reading and getting more information as I go along. And so, at that time, I had given up because none of that shit made any sense. That's why I started going independent. And then Jasmine Crockett came along, and me and Lisa were talking about Jasmine Crockett. I said, I don't know. And so I was like, okay, let me look into her. Okay, strong. No, I'm lying. It wasn't Lisa. It was Nero. It was Nero. Nero was here, and he gave me information on Jasmine Crockett. As a matter of fact, we were playing clips on Jasmine Crockett when she was going off on some white lady like a year ago or something like that, and calling her a beach blonde, bare head, beach blonde, something, whatever. And I was like, who is this woman right here? And that's when it started getting interesting. I say, who is this woman? Right?
This nigga, bro.
And of course, I gave up on Angela. You know who Angela Rye is, right?
Angela Rye. Rye.
Angela Rye, light-skinned lady.
With the curly hair?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to listen to her a lot. And she's started getting on the bluff. She started doing more Breakfast Club interviews. I said, what the fuck is up with this shit? But either way, what is wrong with learning from people that you want to learn from? Please, please tell me, what am I doing wrong? All I'm doing is just
you're not taking the time. That's my point. You can't sit here for 6 weeks talking about I'm learning about her, and you know nothing about her. You've been sitting here for 6 weeks talking about I'm gonna do research. You're not doing any research, bro. That's my point. It's like, nigga, I can't. How we gonna take you serious talking about? I'm gonna find out about it. 6 weeks go by. We ask you the same question. Oh, I don't know. You trying to use the plausible deniability out here. What the fuck? How long are you gonna be? You can't keep playing the same playbook, bro. You can't keep using the same playbook.
I told you it was difficult. I told you that.
It's not. It's not difficult.
It is.
No, it's not, bro. It's simple, bro. It's
dude,
simple. You can easily find out about her, bro.
Dude, if you were an HVAC manager and you gave me a job and you all of a sudden just threw me to the wolves and I didn't know what the fuck to do, but you gave me 1 day, I still wouldn't know what the fuck to do. I wouldn't even know what to do because I don't even have the experience.
I agree with HVAC. I agree, but you know how to you kind of know how to read. You can read up about her real quick. It only takes a day. Nigga, we're not talking about designing a fucking new building for some fucking
it takes
AI
more than
shit.
It takes more than just looking her up on Google. It takes more.
Nigga, it really doesn't. But when it comes to a lot of shit that's based on you researching somebody's political background, it doesn't take that long, bro. I'm not asking you to design me you're talking about HVAC. I'm not asking you to fucking all of a sudden turn into a fucking engineer and design me a data facility up in fucking the mountains of fucking Wyoming, which is gonna take you years, which is gonna take you fucking months to design. I'm asking you to just not even asking you. I'm not even asking you to do nothing. I'm just sitting here scratching my head as if, why haven't you taken 3-4 hours out of a day to research this person, to find out who she is, instead of just coming up here for 6 weeks straight talking about I don't know nothing about her. I don't know. I'm gonna defend her because she's a black woman, but I don't know. But I don't know. It's like, nah, niggas ain't gonna give you that pass for 6 weeks, bro.
Can I tell you
plenty
the truth?
of time.
Can I tell you the truth?
What's the truth? You just don't want to do it, bro.
No, the truth is, people go through stuff. Like,
bro, I'm not
personal
buying
stuff.
that. I'm not buying that, bro. I'm not buying that. Here's why I'm not buying that. You came up today right now with a show, and yesterday. You was able to find the clips, find the videos, create a fucking thumbnail,
That's because of Lisa.
You was able to fucking exactly, but you still communicated with her. You thought about an idea.
She gives me the clips.
Come on, exact. So she's the architect behind you. When are you gonna do you, nigga? When are you gonna fucking sit down and say, I'm gonna fucking let me quarterback this shit. I'm the quarterback of this shit, right? Right? Ain't you the quarterback? You the quarterback, right?
Yes, I am Michael Vick. Yes.
Can't
I am
you
Michael
call
Vick.
it?
I am Dak Prescott of this shit. Yes. Yes.
So you can't call a fucking audible, nigga?
Well, I'm gonna call audible.
Nigga, you ain't gonna call no audible, nigga. Tomorrow you're gonna have a thumbnail of fucking
I'm not
tomorrow.
doing it tomorrow.
Nigga, your next show is gonna be a fucking thumbnail of fucking who's it gonna be? It's gonna be fucking Umar on the thumbnail. It's gonna be
I do
motherfucking
something different, and you criticize me.
It's gonna be
for doing
motherfucking Anton. It's gonna be motherfucking Anton.
I can't
Daniels
do
on the thumbnail.
nothing.
You know what I'm saying?
Prove it. I can't do nothing. I do something
Nah,
entirely
nigga.
different without Umar on the thumbnail, and I get criticized of why.
No, hey, I might have to ask Lisa.
Do
Hey,
not
Lisa.
believe him.
Hey, Lisa. What's the next show about? I might just ask Lisa. Hey, Lisa, what's the next show about? You know what I'm saying? Put it in the chat. I'm gonna go read the chat. Put it in the chat.
Now you're gonna have Lisa pissed off at me, right?
What's the next show about? You know what I mean? She's obviously the editor, the motherfucking content creator behind the scenes.
No.
Pulling all the
'Cause ain't gonna
strings
be-
of the shit.
Ain't gonna be no show. Nope. Ain't gonna be no show. Nope.
This nigga, man.
Ain't gonna be no show.
It's on Umar. The next show is about Umar. All right, copy that. 10-4. That's a big 10-4 on that.
Nope. I ain't gonna do no show. Nope. You spoiled it. You spoiled it too.
I fucking know it, bro.
I'm not.
This nigga, yo, bro, you be following. So basically, that's what it is.
Actually, I'm not, because I'm gonna do my segment on wrestling.
Yeah, I'm about to say that too. You know what I'm saying? You be on that wrestling shit. How many black wrestlers out there right now? We just watching all them white boys grabbing on each other.
Can do Samoans? Do Samoans count?
Exactly. Here we go.
Do Samoans count?
Yo, y'all niggas some fucking hypocrites, bro. Y'all some motherfucking hypocrites, dog.
Hold on a second.
Y'all take y'all niggas serious. Yo, y'all niggas, bro. Y'all niggas be screaming this pro-black shit, watching them white boys wrestling and shit. Man, get the fuck out of here. Stone Cold Steve Austin ass niggas, man. What the fuck is wrong with y'all niggas, bro?
Why are you going back into the past? He's retired. Oh, so the Rock don't count. So the Rock don't count.
So who's the next nigga up? Who's the next nigga up in wrestling? Nigga? Who's the next white boy up, bro? Or the next mixed breed? Y'all niggas don't like mixed breed niggas, but y'all be sitting there fucking with y'all fake ass belts and
mixed
shit.
breed? I just mentioned Samoans, fool. What were you talking about? I just mentioned Samoans. The Usos? You don't like the Usos? You don't like the Usos?
Who the fuck is a Samoan, nigga? The fuck? Yeah, this shit is fucking hilarious, man. Yeah, I can't take y'all niggas serious, man. I just can't, man. Y'all niggas is pro-black on the camera. As soon as the camera go off, y'all niggas on that white shit, bro. Nah, man.
Wait, hold on. So
I can't, man. Y'all niggas
So
is
you mean to tell
hilarious,
me?
bro.
So you mean to tell me there are no black wrestlers that you have not mentioned? Not one. You mentioned Stone Cold, Steve Austin, Ringmaster. You what? You mentioned him. So
Nigga.
there's no Mark Henry. You didn't mention Mark Henry. You didn't mention Bianca Belair. You didn't mention Jay Cargill. You didn't mention Naomi, which they're black. So you let me and Roman Reigns, which is he's half black. So you
Nah, I
have
don't. Nah, I
no,
don't
you have
want.
elimination.
Nah, because you know why? Because black people need their own wrestling organization. So I need to see.
You know what? Just like in the Negro League. No. You have something there. You have something right there. You have something right there.
No,
Black
I
people
can't do
do
it.
their own wrestling. You are absolutely correct.
So why
Absolutely.
do
Just
so
like
so
in the
why
Negro
so
League.
why do you why do you still support them honkies?
I don't. I really
Nigga,
don't.
you about to end the line to go watch them white boys right now. What the fuck you talking about?
Do I have the merch? I don't have the merch on. I don't have no merch on me.
I don't care about. I ain't said nothing about merch, nigga. You about to support they shit?
No, that's how you support, nigga. I don't pay for none of. I don't pay for none of that. You
So why
gotta
you
pay
so
for that. I
why
don't pay for
so
none of
why you
that.
why you supporting it? Who owns it? Vince McMahon still owns it?
No, not anymore.
Nah, it's
His son,
another white dude.
Triple H owns it now.
Or another white dude, his nephew. And you still
No,
support that shit.
that's not his nephew. That's his son-in-law.
Excuse me. My apologies. Big difference. Big difference.
You're
My
doing this.
apologies, nigga.
So what? So what am I supposed to be watching? You want me to
That's my
watch?
point,
I
nigga.
can watch. I can screw it. I can watch the Woman King if you like. I can go watch the Woman King, or I can watch. Ooh, let me go watch Black Panther. I can definitely watch that. You know what? I'm gonna watch James Brown. That's what I'm gonna watch. I haven't watched James Brown in a while. God works in mysterious ways, doesn't he?
Funny. These niggas, bro. That's my point, bro. Talk this pro-black shit.
What does that have to
And then
do
as soon
with
as y'all boys and they shit.
What does that have to do with anything? See, you like escapism. That's a cat. That's a fucking caveat to what
Everything.
you did.
It has everything to do with it.
So
It got
guess what?
everything to do with it.
I'm gonna have pizza.
Why you coming
I'm gonna
out
have
here and
pizza
talk?
because that's Italian. You stupid.
Is it from a black-owned business?
Huh?
If I told you I was getting pizza, you're like, oh, there you go with them white folks and their white folks food. That's some goofy shit you would say.
No,
That's some goofy shit you and Umar would say.
No, I would not.
Yeah, you would, nigga.
Because if he would, first of all, Umar would actually take you someplace like a nice black-owned restaurant. He would actually take you to a black-owned restaurant. How do I know? Because I was invited to one by a friend of mine who he wanted to come. He wanted me to see him, but I couldn't do it because I had to go to work that day. I had to work that night because I was working the graveyard shift, and I was pissed about that because I could have recorded the shit while asking him some fucking questions. But luckily, he let me have a second interview with him. That was my fault. But yes, he did. He does invite people. He does invite certain people to restaurants. He does that all the time. No funny, no ha, no giggles.
Nah, I'm listening. I'm listening.
Yeah, you listening and saying this is some fucking bullshit. This is some fucking bullshit. This fucking
Nigga, that's nothing new. Umar going to black businesses nothing new, bro. Ain't nobody talking about Umar. That shit nothing new. I was one of the people who was against people calling against the Yassa restaurant, the Senegalese restaurant. I was against that. You know what I'm saying? The Yasses, the place that's called Yasses. Yasses is a West African dish from Senegal. I was against that. So that's nothing new about Umar visiting black-owned restaurants. I do it all the time. I plan on going there tomorrow, getting me some grilled salmon from a black-owned restaurant. So that's nothing new. I'm talking
They're
about
good.
you. I ain't
Are
talking
they
about
good?
Umar, nigga. Yeah, hell yeah. They got some bomb ass food over there.
That you can
But
send me
we
a
ain't
plate.
talking about Umar. We talking about you, nigga. And the
And again,
motherfucking
nigga, send me a plate. Send me a
nigga
fucking
said
plate.
nigga said send me a plate.
Seriously, send me an example.
Nigga, you going nigga when you on the East Coast, when you up in New England, Rhode Island, Prov, you know what I'm saying, Boston
Damn.
area, let me know.
God dang.
Shit, nigga, I ain't shit. You up in there, you over there in motherfucking Western Standard Time and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck me.
It's fucking 8 o'clock over there where you at and shit.
9:42. Fuck, damn.
Yeah,
You up
way
there
out
on what? White Boy Island?
Hey, this nigga said white boy island.
Jesus Christ.
It ain't white boy island, but it's they trying to gentrify the motherfucker. I tell you that much.
Well, you
But
need to be
shit,
careful.
like I said, it ain't about me, nigga. Shit, it ain't about me. It ain't about Umar, nigga.
Well, I do get concerned about you from time to time, to be perfectly honest with you, because quite frankly, I don't know. Maybe you need to move. I've been trying to move out this motherfucker for years. Because me personally, I've been trying to move out for Vegas for a very, very long fucking time. I'm trying to move to Houston.
I feel you on that. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? That's how life moves. I wouldn't be out. I didn't plan on being here. I had to come back to where I'm at. That's how. Sometimes that's just how life go. Shit. That's why I be getting triggered when y'all niggas talk about I'm supposed to just take care of every black person out there. Like, no, nigga, I'm here right now where I'm at because of family. I gotta be here. If it was up to me right now, I wouldn't even be in America right now. I'm out here because I'm taking care of family. That's my obligation to my family, not to anybody else's family out there. I'm expecting them to do what they're supposed to do for their family. I'm doing what I have to do for my family. And if every man does what they're supposed to do, we'll have a better community out here. But I'm not responsible for everybody else's family. That's impossible. I can't do that.
When you say that, they take it what you say, right? And you say it starts from home. We already had that established. We
Exactly.
have it right here.
Exactly.
Now,
And that's where it starts. That's where it starts, and
that's
that's
where
where it
it
ends, bro.
starts.
And that's where it ends, bro.
No. Because again, if you have a daughter or a son and they were playing on the streets and a car came, I'm obligated to protect that child. That
That's
would be me.
immediate. That's immediate,
Immediate.
though. You're
That's
confusing.
immediate.
That's immediate. You're confusing immediate. Like I've been told you, bro. I got homeboys, right? If they told me, yo, if something happens to me, could you take care of my son and my daughter, my son? I got two sons, whatever. I got you, bro. If something happens to them, that's my responsibility. But if
So
that
we're
same
pretty
thing,
much
but if
on the
that
same
same
page.
thing, bro, I'm obligated to what I'm obligated to. Each one has to do what they can and what they're willing to do.
So we're
Like
on.
you said,
So
it
basically,
starts at
we're on
home.
the same page.
At home, bro. You got homeboys in your life that's they're not family, but they're like family, right? Exactly. So you take care of who you can take care of.
That was
You
my
can't
shit.
take care of
That was my
everybody.
shit from the beginning. When I said
No, that
more
was my my point from the beginning. Like I told
okay,
you,
we'll just end it and we'll say it like this. We agreed on the same shit. We're just going on different paths. Let's just put it that way.
nigga, you trying to make it seem like every black man is supposed to take care of every black family. No,
You keep eating at it and
no,
eating at it, and you keep beating at the dead horse, and the horse ain't fucking moving nowhere. You just keep beating at the horse. That's what you do. That's what y'all fucking do.
nigga, the horse is the family, bro. Everybody take care of their family, and everybody's good. Once you got niggas that run astray, you got a bunch of you got pookies out here that got kids, and then they run off, they fuck their kids, and then all of a sudden, the man down the street is supposed to take care of Pookie's kids who ran off when he already got his own damn family to worry about, and he's struggling to take care of his own family. Why the fuck am I responsible for Pookie's kids? How about we drag that bitch ass nigga back to the house and tell him, nigga, take care of your kids? We ain't doing that though.
We can do
We doing that. Black men are doing that. Black men are doing that. We're holding niggas accountable. You can find 1,000 videos online where you got black men dragging other black men saying, nigga, take care of your kids. You fucking bum ass nigga.
You know, as a matter of fact, I should do a video where there was doing a show on Lapeef where this Negro was getting these women pregnant left and right. Like he had like 14 kids out of like 13 baby mamas or some shit. And it was just nothing but dudes just holding them accountable. Dragging them.
Thank you. But the problem comes in when there's a woman who got 6 kids with 4 different men, 5 different men. And when the men start dragging her, all of a sudden is you hate black women. No,
that's not your.
That's called holding them accountable.
No, in my opinion, that's not your place. That's on the women. That's on the women.
But y'all niggas don't support the black women who drag the black women though.
No, but I say that because there's still elderlies here. Even though it's starting, there are still elderlies. Even though it's starting to become one of those ones that everybody's dying off, right? Everybody. As a matter of fact, whatchamacallit from Rocky, he passed away yesterday. Who was Apollo Creed's trainer before Rocky's? You remember?
Apollo Creed's trainer. You talking about the black dude? He passed away like 2 years ago.
No, he didn't. He just passed away yesterday.
No, I mean, we must be talking about a different dude then. The black dude with the afro.
The afro.
He died like a year or 2 ago, bro.
No. Who? Oh God.
But nah, my point is, whoever need to get dragged is getting dragged, bro. It don't matter if they're a black woman or a black man, bro. Niggas is getting dragged. But the problem is on this internet shit is once we start dragging black women, we start getting labeled as fucking black women haters all of a sudden. How the fuck is that? How the fuck you get that out of that? We're just holding motherfuckers accountable. If you're a fucking degenerate that's out here having multiple kids with multiple dudes, you deserve to get dragged the same way a man's out here having multiple kids with multiple women. How does that make us black women haters? Like, what the fuck? Y'all niggas retarded or something? What the fuck? Y'all niggas is a special kind of stupid out here. So I'm like, what the fuck?
You have a funny way of,
bro. That's the
funny
case,
way
bro.
of showing it sometimes. So he did. Damn, he did die in 2016. Why did they put him up on Facebook?
Yeah.
Then?
I told you it's probably the anniversary or something. He died a few years ago. I remember that.
Bird.
Yeah, he died a few. I'm about to say like, yeah, he been died, bro. Like, I forgot what Rocky movie he was in, but like Rocky 3 or 4 or some shit. But yeah,
He was
been
there
died,
in
bro.
all the Rockies. Rocky 1,
Yeah.
Rocky 2, Rocky 3, Rocky 4, the Rocky 5. He was in all the freaking Rockies. I'm like, what the hell, man? Man, I'm about to shut shit down. Got any last words for me?
Nah, man, go watch them white boys wrestle, man. I'll check you on the next
No,
line.
I want to watch Naomi. I'm gonna watch Naomi with her fine ass. I'm gonna watch Naomi. Fuck a white boy.
Well, ain't she married to a white man?
No, she's married to Samoan. Half black, half Samoan. You look up Samoans. Wait, don't you?
Yeah, I know them
The
island,
Rock?
yeah,
Don't you?
them island niggas.
The
The Rock is Samoan.
And the person that Naomi is married to is Samoan.
Nigga, I
Half
was
black,
fucking
half
with you when I
Samoan.
said that shit, nigga.
Huh?
So why ain't she with a black man? No.
Get your ass up out of here, Greg. Just go. Jump in the.
You, man. I'm using. Go watch your wrestling, nigga. I'll check you out on your next live, fool.
Yeah. All right, man. Much love.
All right, bro. This motherfucker, man. All right, bro.
All right, bro. All right. Man, whew. It is. Lisa, you can call me now. I'm about to end the live stream in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.